Hey everybody, how we doing? Happy Saturday. It's so good to see everyone. Wolfbender, Ratha, Gekitsu, Musty, and Corvsby. Necrophyslus is also here. And Alex, I guess. Did I see Alex? Yeah, I saw Alex. Alex is here. Hey, Alex. How is everyone? I hope that your Saturday is off to a wonderful start. I stayed up way too late, crunching through mod things. Mods are very complicated. And hey, Disaster Lord, what's going on? I think programmers should pick up a hobby not related to code. I'm concerned about them. It's very complicated. It made me really angry. But became Shrek. I was Shrek for a little bit. I was Fiona for a little bit. I believe someone made me the Joker at one point. And I hope, my hope, of course, is that people still have channel points to use with this extension. It was not installed with the purpose of taking money from any of you. So if you all collectively are like, hey, we blew all of our free points yesterday, tell me right now and I will lower the price threshold so we can all just kind of keep shit posting and having fun. Like, if you want to give me what you can, but that's not why this is here. And if people can't participate in it, it's not fun for me either. So, Disaster Lord, great question. It's slowly doing more and more. my big beef with the mod stuff. Hey, Ilias, it's so good to see you. How was your Saturday? Is that I couldn't understand it, which was my problem. I'm like reading through this table, and there's like addresses and numbers and hex, and I'm just like, we fixed our audio, by the way, which I think is really exciting. Saying that I fixed it implies like I did something constructively to remedy the issue. No. Turned it on, tested an alert, and it worked. Which is, so I didn't do anything, but I didn't do anything to break it either. We turned it on and there was no sound. We've turned it on now and there's whatever. I'm not going to fucking worry about it. I was like, can someone just tell me? So I did some things. How are you? Oh, I'm hungry. I had a little bit of leftover spaghetti for breakfast, but I woke up thinking about Prince Lothric, so I need. Anyway, I'll need to make tea later, which will be fine. I've drunk most of it already, which I don't usually power through it in that way. Where there's a lot of animal word, meow, meow, meow. Bullshit. Wolfbender, I don't believe you. No way. No way. Shook my yeah, did you? Were you what other room were you in? Were you in the kitchen? Were you getting yourself a glass of milk or something? Embarrassing. But Disaster Lord, great question. So for those of you who were with the test crowd control stream yesterday, there were some aspects of the experience that I was not able to finish in time. So we used it as like a soft launch for aspects that were finished. Here's what I was able to do yesterday. Oh, as like a placeholder phrase. I do that when I write. I put all of my placeholders in all caps and I'm like, insert bullshit here, or like talk more about this fucking thing, and then I just skip right on past it. So yesterday, obviously, we were doing more of a mage build. But as of today, I was successful in porting my previous save file over, which is of course very important because that is the file that I actually want to play the DLC on. It's got all of the weapons in the game, all of the items, everything I ever acquired during any playthrough of this game we now have. But it's not spec'd as a Spellblade build. It's a Dex Cane build. And it is disgusting, and it is foul, and it is unholy, the damage that this fucking build puts out. And here's the thing, right? It's not optimized. It could do even more damage. Like, if I were to put on the fucking white mask to up my physical damage like 10% or whatever whenever blood loss happens, like, I can make it even stronger, but I am an adherent of the fashion souls, and I want to look good, I want to be cute. So we've nerfed ourselves, and it's still just like an instant vaporize blender. It's disgusting. But So, this is what I wanted to run past all of you. My default to check if things are doing something. Hell yeah! I fucking love it! That's hilarious! I have never given myself any kind of like positive feedback via placeholder text. Yeah. No, never. There's never been a like I'll write something and I'll never be like, hey, this was really good. I just like keep going and I feel miserable. I might have to steal that strategy from you, Helen. Boring with my placeholder. Nah. Well, my placeholder text is only ever just for me. No one else is looking at that. Gratefully, right? Codes of affirmation. Exactly, Wolfbender. It's fun. So we could respec quickly and then head back into another game cycle. It would not take very long. I am 60 levels away from being able to, by default, cast every sorcery and incantation in the game and wield every weapon without two-handing. So I've played this game for 400 hours, and I've almost given myself the ability, by default, to do literally anything I want. It's a sickness. Don't be like me. Be better than me. There's a part of me that does think we should hit up int. Even if we take it from 70 to 60, the only thing we'll lose is the ability to do like the full moon sorceries. But I've never like Comet Azure to boss. And Moog in particular, he's like the perfect Comet Azure boss. Because he spends the first like 8 seconds of the fight just like slowly approaching you. 40 and all cat. Well, see, so that's the thing, right? That's the thing. I've previously done Dex, I've done Arcane. I did early game int, but not like mid or late game. I haven't done any int builds at post Radon. It was the first build I ever did. I've done Faith, I've done Strength, so I don't really feel strength, like Faith and Strength in particular. I don't really feel the need to revisit. I love the great swords in this game. Power stancing great swords, super fun, super colossal. Was it colossal swords? It may have been colossal swords actually. But it's like incantation specifically. It's like I like this. I kind of want to see sorcery. So like, what do you all want to see? What have you never like seen or played in the game before? Because I've got us at Godric right now, and if we wanted to, we could just fucking keep going. The way that I've mapped it out, and it would be really easy, straight up, if we just wanted to go into Liurnia next and fight Renala to unlock the ability to respec by default, that would be probably pretty straightforward. I think Godric died in like 3 or 4 hits. It was really disgusting. But if I'm looking at my notes correctly, in order to get to Moog, the easiest thing is to beat Godric, which we've already done, and then initiate Vare's quest, which would give us the ability to get to the Mogwin Dynasty Mausoleum without needing to beat, I almost said Morgott, and then go through like Castle Sol and like the consecrated snowfield. I think that's probably the best way to do that. Amelia, you only played 60 hours? Oh my gosh. Margot Robbie stands, you know what? Yeah, nothing personal, Miss Robbie. You've got to go though. But when it comes to Radon, there are a couple of different ways we can approach it. Like we could just fucking raw dog Caelid. Castle Redmane in comparison to Stormvale Castle is significantly smaller. We could just fucking walk inside the front door. If we progressed Rani's quest vaguely, we would initiate the Radon Festival, which would just mean there's nothing there but Radon. I believe we can also initiate the festival if we choose not to pursue her quest line, which would potentially be faster, actually, because then we don't need to clear Carrion Manor. If we rest at any grace point in the Altus Plateau, and I know there is a like a mining cave at the northmost reach of Liurnia, and if we go into it, it will spit us out onto the Altus Plateau. So that may be faster.
Good.
It's kind of hard to say. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. It's tough to speculate because it feels like so much travel no matter what we do, right? But we do have today, we do have tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be wrapping stream up around like 3:30, I think, probably 4 at the latest. And I need to be where I want to be in the game. We do have hyperspeed. That is true. We do have hyperspeed. You know what? I've given you all the ability to control the game. I'm gonna let you all decide what and when we do. Yeah. I like it. All right, I'm just gonna make a poll right now. Or we can get into the, okay, hang on. If we were from Godric, should we go to, I don't need to go to Renala. But it might be best if we did. We could book it straight to the plateau. No. From Godric, we should do Vare, which is going to take us into Liurnia anyway. So hang on, let me get my notes. And we should go back to Vare and then do everything Vare wants. Eventually, I think he's going to send us to the Frenzy Church, and we like mop up some blood with a handkerchief and bring it back to him, and he's real freak nasty about it. And then we get the teleportation that we need. Yes. And then while we're there, we may as well just like fucking swing by Renala. And potentially Rainy. But let's get Vare out of the way first. Because it's like, Radon feels like 6 of one, half dozen of the other. But I know that I don't want to have to fucking go through Castle in the consecrated snowfield right now. So we will do that. But, unless, what if, no, I could do that off stream. Because this is my problem, right? This is my fucking problem. Everything I'm doing is specifically geared towards what could an NPC in the DLC respond to. What if there is secret or hidden dialogue, depending on NPCs you have or haven't spoken with, or quest lines that you have or have not completed, items you may or may not have in your possession? That is my sole approach towards whatever we're doing right here. And the thought just came through my brain. What if there's an NPC in the DLC that has a specific response towards you possessing both halves of the Dectus medallion? Which would necessitate Castle Soul, which would necessitate Snowfield.
I won!
Well, no, because Castle Soul is just the giant area. Anonymous, thank you for gifting that sub to Pup Time. Wingless, it's so good to see you. How's your day been? Duvanique, I did not visit the good doggy. John, please. Read your PC like Psycho Man. You've been playing Super Mario Sunshine. God. Playing that fight emulated, by the way, was really weird. Really weird. So we wouldn't actually, we could, but to get to, then I still have to beat Margot. There's gotta be a better way. Okay. We should do Vare first and get that out of the way. And then if I want to, because otherwise to get the medallion, then I have to do, don't I have to go to the Albinoric village and then into, no. Let's keep things really straightforward for now. Hey, Coco, what's going on? You can beat Psycho Mantis by destroying the statue bus. What are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, you don't have to do, like, the meta stuff that he wants you to do. You can just destroy the bus in the corner. And he hates it. Psycho Mantis, famed connoisseur of fine art. Breaking them disrupts his powers. If you die, oh no. Oh no. The Colonel's like, Snake, Psycho Mantis loves art. You've got to destroy these and you'll break his concentration. Coco, I'm good. Thanks for asking. Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking if we're going to try to make it to Moog by the end of the day, tomorrow, good, then we have no choice. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. Yeah, let's get in. Let's see what Vare is up to. You came from Instagram. I don't think I've posted on Instagram in like 3 years. Oh my goodness. Welcome. Metal Gear was, is that his phylactery? Man, Psycho Mantis, the idea of Psycho Mantis having a phylactery that is simply 4 fucking busts in a room is legitimately hilarious and kind of on brand. Just a little bit. Just a little bit for him. Somewhat, Helen, it was Helen. Helen sent me a video from Metal Gear Solid 3 of Snake and oh my god, I said Raiden. Snake and Ocelot like fist fighting, and Ocelot hits him in the face, and Snake makes a sound identical to that of a quacking duck, and then smiles at him so fondly. And the tension between them would be undeniable were it not for the fucking like quack sound that he'd made like several seconds prior. The little gay quack. Yeah, the little gay just like I can't believe how well the animation for 3 has held up. Like there is something so visually pleasing about that game still. Like, and I don't think it's nostalgia, although it certainly could be, but just seeing it makes me happy. Like it's very charming, and it is still like pretty fucking good. It was mocapped? How much did that game cost to make? I feel like I don't even, I'm gonna Google it. Hang on. How much did Metal Gear Solid 3 cost? Okay, well, this is giving me like cost on release, and it's like I don't need to know how much it cost for the PlayStation 2. I would like to know what the budget was. Man, Metal Gear's good. I gotta play 3 again. I need to play 4 and 5, actually. They had an advisor on for all the CQC shit. So I was so fucking bad at CQC in that game, I couldn't do it. I just had to use like the tranquilizer gun and put everyone to sleep. This was also when I played Metal Gear Solid 3, it was also my first time playing any kind of game with, and I don't remember when I played it, probably like years and years and years after it was released. It was my first time playing like an actual like a game with a combat focus, because it's not a fighting game. So like enemies didn't have health bars, so I didn't understand how to tell when someone was dead. So I've told this story before. So I'm like in the tutorial zone, and I've like tranked a bunch of the soldiers, but they wake up. So I decide I'll make them sleep forever. So I pull out my knife and I like hit them a couple times while they're asleep, and I'm like, are they dead yet? I don't know. I better stab him some more. And it became like, I don't know why this is my stabbing motion. There we go. That's better. No, that's worse. That's also not good. And it just became me like stabbing these motionless bodies, corpses. They had been corpses for so long, for like upwards of like 80 seconds, because I couldn't tell if they were dead. Because you stab them and their bodies kind of like move a little bit. And I'm like, why are they still responding to my knife? Why won't they stop moving? It was bad. It was bad. Yeah, no, it was deeply unsafe. If anyone had been watching me play, they would have been like, a marker of psychopathy. We'd better keep an eye on that one. Hey, Kosinski, what's going on? Could be dual with like, and I'm very bad at resource management, or I certainly was when I was playing that game. So it was like, yeah, the obvious solution would probably just have been to like take out my gun and shoot them in the fucking face. But I was like, well, but I have a knife. Knife is free. Like, knife not need bullets. But I still couldn't tell when anyone was fucking dead. Also, I couldn't aim and still can't aim. So there probably isn't an easy solution for that. Justin, thank you so much for subscribing. How are you doing? My Saturday's doing all right. Exactly. Helen, what if I need that bullet and I don't have that bullet? And like we joke about that, but that was my experience in Dead Space. Like it got to a point where I was like seriously running out of ammunition, and it was a big fucking problem. And part of that is because the game is like cut off the limbs, and I would just like see things and panic and just like unleash a spray of fire. And everything, the obvious choice is the correct. Yeah, so it's like, you know, why maybe putting a bullet in their brain wasn't the right idea after all. Resource. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with it in Resident Evil, but I had a real problem with it in Dead Space. But Dead Space was also like the first. Is it like action horror? Is that like the correct genre terminology for a game like Dead Space? Because it's not horror in the way that like Until Dawn was horror, but it is still scary. So like having to manage my resources was very, very difficult for me. Far from the yeah. Current BD3 characters. Why are so many people dead? Helen, why are so many people dead? I need to go back. See, I have the opposite problem in Baldur's Gate 3, where I have resource overabundance. I'm never able to move because I'm constantly encumbered because I have 127 pounds of cheese in my rucksack that I refuse to send to camp for some. Because, like, what if I need the cheese? I don't need the I steal anything that isn't nailed down, and I just end up with a bunch of miscellaneous bullshit that I refuse to sell or use. Because what if I need it later? So it's just me on my fucking cheddar mountain, like, sleeping on a pile of dairy because I've got nowhere else to put it. So I'm just like throwing my bedroll on top of it. Gonna love we may not, I don't think we're gonna have some urges. Are they dark urges, perhaps? I don't think we're ever gonna get around to Skyrim. Unfortunately, it's sick. Admitting this is sick. I miss Final Fantasy 14. I actually really liked streaming that game. No one but me liked me streaming that game. I thought it was so fun. So I need to figure out what to do with that urge, because I either need to give myself a Final Fantasy 14 day or I need to make another account. What is Crow Country? Horror game made to look like a PS1 horror. Interesting. In general, I don't have any particular like nostalgic attachment to like earlier console aesthetics, I guess. That's not the right word, but I think that like you all know what I mean when I say that. Which is one of the reasons that people were like, you should play Bloodborne Kart. And I was like, I don't know if Bloodborne Kart would do anything for me because I don't have like a special space in my heart for just like the overall appearance that it is cultivating. But I might have to give it a try anyway one day. Takes place at an abandoned amusement park. Icewind Dale trained me to be a loot goblin with a... Wow! Why would you talk about that in my chat? That's sad. I don't like it. So many live cats, you say. Yeah, nothing bad ever happens to a cat in any world that I participate in. Never. You did? Yes, Helen, that is exactly the sentiment that I'm trying to convey. Yeah. Like, there's nothing that it doesn't compel me. It's not bad, but I don't have any like I don't have any emotional response to it, and I feel like that is more like that's like a pivotal aspect of appreciating that kinds of stuff. I knew someone once who would get really mad at me when I'd be like, "Oh, like wow, look at how like this game looked funky. This game looked funky," and they'd be like, "No, it was supposed to look like that. It wasn't a graphical limitation of the time. It was intentional. It was purposeful design. And I was like, listen, Final Fantasy VII is ugly. Like it's not cute. It's not cute. It's funky looking. That doesn't make it a bad game, but it's funky. I don't have any like particular. I don't feel strongly attached to it or anything. Oh yeah, it's uggo. No, it's not cute. And some of the PS1 and PS2 games can be cute. I'm using Final Fantasy VII as an example because it's kind of the only one that I know of from the PS1. I didn't own a PS1. I never played a PS1. So that's all I got. Literally put. Oh, that was PS1? Why did MGS1 look so much better? I'm sorry. I know I immediately said, I was like, I'm not going to make this about things that look good or bad. And then I immediately was like, nah, that game disfigured. That's crazy. It would look exactly, almost certainly. Yeah, probably, Alex. I'm really excited for the remake. I'm just excited for more Metal Gear content in general. I have to continue the series. I'm pretty sure it was 1. I think I did 1 and 2, and then I played 3 earlier, like outside of that progression cycle. 2 held up really well graphic wise. Yeah, I recall being very impressed by the graphics of 2. My only complaint with 2, Vamp needs more screen time, and Solidus looks exactly like Billy Bob Thornton. And I couldn't unsee. He showed up, and I was just like, oh, Mr. Thornton is here. And I could never unsee it. Literally, they are the exact same fucking face. Solidus, his face, obviously, because Mr. Thornton is quite compact and elongated. He's not long, but he looks long. No, his face looks exactly like Billy Bob Thornton. Solid 100%. Like, that's it. Hang on. I can't be the only person to have ever thought this. I hate that I'm Googling pictures of Billy Bob Thornton right now. All right, I'm putting this in the games channel on Discord. Hold on. Oh, is there a conversation happening in the games channel on Discord? Ha, not anymore. My channel now. Okay, hold on. I'm telling you, same person. See? Look at it. Look at it. Same dude. That's the same guy. Thank you. Thank you. People be like, you crazy. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm objectively correct, actually. And I'm right in all things, and I never make mistakes, and I never have bad takes, and I never need to be corrected. I never played Death Stranding. That's the weird, like, baby mail delivery game with, like, Hot Mama and Cold Iceman, right? Is that am I on the right track? I got it. Hey. Was it actually a good game, or was it a surreal game? Like, did it have a story? Because I feel like I never heard anything else about it besides like, haha, fetus delivery, and then Mads Mikkelsen, and then nothing. It's a good game. Peace Walker had a guy got hot cold man bullshit. No way. It tried hard to make interesting. It was divisive when I came out. Dave Muse thinks it's boring. Gorsby didn't love it. So we see that divisive nature manifesting in chat as we talk about it. Disaster. One of the games of all time. John says it was game of the year. Interesting. Weary, what is SnowRunner? Wait, did it seriously get a sneak? I said sneakquel? Why did I say sneakquel? Sneakquel? I didn't realize another one came out. Okay. I need you to understand the psychic punch to my gut I just took seeing DS2 is in the works. I had a visceral, deeply instinctual and physical response to that, thinking that a different, like a new version of Dark Souls 2 was coming out. I like immediately, like my organs began to shut down. I was like, I can't do it. I don't wanna. It's called Elden Ring. Well, Elden Ring incorporates some things that Dark Souls 2 introduced. I stand by my take that Dark Souls 2 is not a bad game. I think that there, like every game from Soft has released, there are things that it does well, and there are things that it does poorly. And I appreciate it for the risks that it takes, even though those risks don't always pay off. But like power stance, sick, objectively sick, very cool. The way they retooled illusions, it's like, why though? Not telling the player about ADP. Maybe a smarter player would have read the description on that stat and understood. I was not that type of player. But also, maybe ADP is not necessary since I beat every boss in the game and the DLC without it. So, maybe they don't need to tell you. Maybe everyone just needs to get on my level. Dark Souls 2 does in fact have a cat who acts exactly like a cat. And I also really liked the way that Dark Souls 2 approached the concept of hollowing. I liked the way that it connected memory with identity. I thought that was sick. And we see a little bit of that return in Dark Souls. Is it 3? I believe, with patches in the Ringed City. Yeah? Why don't you put... Well, see, that's the thing, Hentaku. It's like... Do I like the idea of dodging being its own stat? No. Do I think that they should have disclosed it? Yes. Do I think that not leveling it is a game-breaking experience? No. I think there are ways to adjust your timing and playstyle to accommodate it. It may not necessarily be fun for you, depending on the type of player that you are. There was one thing about Dark Souls 2 I really struggled. I broke my pen! Why do I always have to be fucking like ADHD tinkering with whatever random bullshit object is on my desk? A chapstick? Pen? I'm just like touching shit, scrunchies. Sometimes you see like a hairband just like fly off because I've been like pulling it and I accidentally rocket launch it into the other corner of the room. I don't think I can get this back on. Was it like inside the cat? Hang on. Well, I don't think it's supposed to be in like this, but it is in. So I'm going to call that fixed. So there isn't a single pen on my desk that has a pen cap like this one. Nope. This one didn't, but I just stuck it back in. So I just have a litany of them just kind of like strewn about the place. This pen may not even have fucking ink in it. Let's see. Nope. This is the dead husk of a useless pen that I just like won't get rid of for some reason. It's my emotional support pen. I'm attached to it. It's rough. So many things. I'm constantly fiddling. Okay, quite polling chat. Polling chat. This is very important. You are eating a meal. You have a paper napkin. Are you putting your fingers through the napkin? Yes or no? My mom, Mominist, her napkin will be pristine, like no crumpling. No, you're not. I end up sitting there when the meals. I'm just like completely absent-mindedly, just destroying that fucking thing. Like having a conversation, I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like I'm just like ripping it and tearing it. It's really embarrassing. You seriously? What do you mean? What do you mean? No one else fiddles with it? I can't be the only fiddler. Well, it's like it's in my lap, so you're not really seeing it happen. It's not like on display for everyone to see. Like my hands are below the table, and I'm just kind of like tearing little holes in it, and eventually it just ends up looking like this. And then I have to crumple it so no one can see what I've done. Generally, no. Focus my straw until I destroy. Interesting. I'm not like I'm not a straw chewer. I don't do anything like that, but I am a hand fiddler, and I'm constantly like touching or like just tactiling on something, I guess. I don't like to chew them because I don't like to suck them after they've been chewed. The texture of the plastic with my teeth imprints in it, I don't care for. You just bend it. Don't shame me. Don't shame the streamer. I don't believe you. Sometimes I think you all say things that are deliberately contrary to your experience just so I can feel like the odd one out. Yeah, I don't like chewed plastic, but I'm not much of a chewer, which is hilarious because as a child, I was a biter. Oh, nothing was safe from my gaping maw. Drywall, I was biting it. Flesh, I was biting it. You tried to take my toy, I'm biting you right on your face. Right on your face. Like I go straight for the face. Some kind of like feral animal. There are like teeth marks and like some of the walls because I was just like gnawing on shit. For the face. For the face. Toddler Crow was like instinctually knew the weak parts of the human body. And I remember there was like an incident in the preschool once because I was playing nicely with a toy and someone came to take my toy and I bit him. But I bit him on the eyelid and I drew blood. So there was a concern. Leave me alone. Go get your own fucking toy. He didn't try to take my toys anymore, so the biting was clearly an effective deterrent. I don't know. Part of me wants to think that it's just like general child clumsiness, right? Because they don't really, like, kids don't really have a lot of fine motor control. So my assumption was that probably I was just kind of lunging cluelessly. And maybe I like just happened to get like a really convenient, painful bullseye. I find it really hard to believe that Baby Crow could be like, I'm going in, target locked. And like I intentionally went for the eyelid. Or like maybe the other kid like moved in like a baby wiggly sort of way and just like put his face right in the perfect position. So that was Solid Snake. The other Crow is basically a I don't like how accurate that may have been. I don't care for that at all. I'll teach you that. Yeah, I don't know. I was I bit. I just bit. That was my response. When presented with a problem, that was always my solution. Bite. So like a thing that I can't open, bite. Wall that looks tasty, bite. Child I'm not happy with, bite. Like I was just always biting. Like, inorganic object looks kind of tasty. Bite. Stop! You can't ask people if they're biters. CQC starting yelling. Hey, listen, you always have to be prepared. You always have to be prepared. And you laugh, Wolfbender, you laugh. But there's a very famous story in Crow history. Same preschool, by the way. Same preschool. There was some kind of altercation between me and another baby. Like, this baby and I we had baby beef. Yeah, this baby and I, adversarial relationship. And this baby was always like harshing my groove. Like, we're like 2 years old. We're like 3 years old. We're babies. Like, and it was a big thing. I would like complain about this enemy baby. And then after, like, my mom realizes, she's like picking me up from I was about to say the facility. That has a different implication. Like, I'm not really complaining about the other baby anymore. And she's like, yeah, what's going on with you and like enemy baby? And I'm just in the back seat and I'm like, oh, I gave him one of these. And my mom is driving, so she's looking straight ahead at the road. She's like, what did you give him? And I was like, one of these. And my mom's like, what is this? What is one of these? And she turns around to look at me and I say, one of these. And apparently one of the, yeah, who taught you that? It gets funnier. One of the preschool attendants, the only man on staff, apparently, after enemy baby, like, griefed me for the last time, took me aside and said, if you want this to stop, you have to give him one of these. And I clocked him, and it worked. That's what he said. Yeah. Mr. Tim told me to give him one of these. But he was so right for it. He was so when you say, like, I was already learning CQC. Yeah. Are you a biter? What the fuck? Fight or die. Fight or die. Mr. Tim starting a fucking baby-ass fight club. But anyway, yeah, so didn't really have a problem with enemy baby after that. Because then I went from biting to slugging, and sometimes both. So I was just a danger to be around. This is a Yakuza bullshit. No way. Man, one of these days I really do need to play the Yakuza games. One of these days. So, yeah, that's like a very favorite story from my childhood that Mom Eunice likes to tell. There's also the time I was in the car and I got mad at something. There was like a bunch of loose change in the cup holder next to the driver's seat. And I like leaned forward and grabbed like a baby fistful of change and threw it towards the front of the car. And one of the coins flew in between the slats on the air vent and inside, like, the place that makes the AC come out, and short-circuited the electrical system in the car. So I was fun. I was a fun baby. I was a really miserable baby. I am the reason. Baby me is the reason I don't have any siblings. I was very difficult and challenging to manage. The coins conducted electricity. I don't know. All I know is, because I'm baby, so I just hear this story retold. I don't know enough about vehicles to like say or remember acting like what the problem was, but I threw a bunch of coins at the front of the car, and one of the coins went into the vent, and like something really bad happened. I was a gremlin. Mm-hmm. No, this was a real fucking thing. This was not an exaggerated, for like, the car had to be serviced. It was rough out here. Proficiency in improvised weapons. See, now if the driver had been a monk, they would have been able to catch and return the coin projectile to me. They weren't min-maxed. This is on them. They should have built their class for optimization. I don't know what else to say. It's fun. It's fun. Parents weren't built right. My parents took the wrong dump stat.
Skill issue.
That actually really scared me. Necrophist, thank you so much for the cheer. That laughter that I just like barked out, my watch just gave me an alert. It was like loud environment detected, like 90 decibels. I'm like, shut the fuck up, Apple. I know I laugh loud. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I was not yeah. Wolfbender. I'm the reason that my parents did not have more children. I was very I didn't have an off switch. And I learned how to walk really early. It's on film, or I would say it's a lie. The first steps I ever took, I was trying to run. I just had so much energy, and I was constantly doing something and getting into stuff. I was very curious. I was bored, and that made me destructive. I was rough. Overachieving. Could tell you that. This is why I'm so glad this baby can fit so many like peak management. I forget. There's like a peak buster software in the mic, and I'm grateful for it every day. So she couldn't chase me, Justin. Yeah, no, I was such a problematic baby. They just gave up. Yeah, they just gave up. Also, I was like not an easy baby, so it's like probably for the best also, health-wise. Clip guard. Wait, can you actually set up your own clip guard in OBS? I thought maybe it was a difficult thing to do. Well, I won't ever need to unless I get a different mic. If I'm gonna upgrade anything for this stream, it would be webcam. Why am I biting this fucking pen? I'm different now. I don't bite anymore. I promise. I swear. I would keep eating the dog. You would eat dog food? As a baby? Did your family think it was funny? They just kept feeding you dog food? Ghost, thank you so much for gifting that sub to sound alerts. Oh my gosh. Ghost, you are so kind. How are you doing? One of those fences to keep dogs out of the room. That's extra funny because Alex's most defining personality trait is their overwhelming food aversion. Alex doesn't eat. And yet, dog food? Oh, that's an acceptable thing to consume. That's... I don't know what else to tell you. So fucking funny to me. Like, doesn't eat fish. List of approved foods. It's like pizza, sandwiches, nachos, ice cream, milk, juice. Like, these are burgers. Like, the idea of Alex eating dog food as a baby is really funny. And dog food. And dog food. Yeah. 7 hits! Yo! Ghost, you're killing it! You're gonna get this so much faster than you think. Like, do you have like an ETA that you think you might hit? Those are all of the food groups. Standing up at a fence like so. That fence was quite literally for you. That's so fucking funny. Did you not want to eat person food? Were you averse to person food and yearning for the dog crunch? Was it kibble? Was it wet dog food? Maybe it's best I don't know. This is kind of nauseating, actually. You ate anything. You were body doubling the dog. Love it. maybe 2 to 3. I feel like you're gonna get it in 1. I do. I really do. You know the game so well. Like you have all of the practice you need already. It's just a matter of getting everything to line up. A giant saint. Oh yeah, okay. Alex really trying to justify. I don't want to talk about this anymore. we're gonna clench down. We are gonna take a break in a couple of minutes. We will. Yeah. And let me pull you guys for build. Actually, hang on. What build y'all want to see? We'll say Arc Dex Blender. Big Int Blasting. No health. Yeah, maybe I'll take like 30, 35 points in vigor. Probably I shouldn't go any lower than 40, but like if we can distribute it elsewhere, could be fun. I've done strength. I've done faith. So I don't really feel the need to do that. Let's see, yeah. I'll give y'all a minute. The barrel. Like the breed was definitely mountain dog, but unless they're like doing rescues in the mountains, I don't think they need it. 60-second poll. 1 minute. 1 minute. And if y'all want me to get back into int, I will need to respect, but we can just go to what's her name? The big foot lady. Renala. We just go to Renala, which wouldn't take us too long. We need to be in Liurnia for Vare. Anyway, with hyperspeed, I think we'll actually be able to go pretty quick. And again, if people are looking at their coin supply and they find that they used a lot of them yesterday, let me know and I can lower the cost because I want people to be able to participate. I want y'all to be able to have fun with the channel points that you've got. So, ooh, Big Int Blasting barely takes the lead. All right, then we will need to go to Renala. So we'll get a little bit of the best of both worlds. Some of you will see the blender build, and then we'll move into int, which is actually probably for the best, because my experience with magic, I swapped off after Radon. So I did play magic for these earlier bosses, so it could be cool to show something off and then dip back into magic for any content that would be new. Yeah, I like that idea. Okay, this is where we will take our break. Frankly, brain exactly the biggest brain in the world. I'm gonna go make some tea. We're gonna take our break here. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Please enjoy the music. And when we get back, we will talk to Vare, initiate that quest line. I'm gonna ask that people try not to spawn enemies in a zone where I need to talk to an NPC. Because I don't want to hurt an NPC. And if I aggro Vare, we're fucked. Because then I have to go through the snowfield. And that means I have to start the save file over again. So maybe I like pause crowd control when we show up at the Rose Church. Not that I don't trust you guys. But also... And since we are playing on the complete save file, I legitimately stand a chance at beating any bosses you spawn. So if you want to bring Radagon in, do it. You want to bring Radon in, do it. Melania, yeah. Let's get weird. Let's have fun. Let's have fun. Okay, I'm going to make some tea. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Enjoy the song, and we will return with Elden Ring in a couple of minutes. Okay. Sorry, I'm so used to being in the game when we come back from our first break. Well, we'll go ahead and launch it anyway, but I did hit the wrong screen. Thank you for your patience, everyone. I ate pretzels and got tea. Okay. So, to launch this, we're going to disable that. Yes. Okay. Hang on. I had to touch buttons. And then crowd control should load on its own. And once that is in, we should be good to go. Yo, you've Manhattan. Nice. Okay, I've got... Are we good? We're good? Yes, I know. Come on. And we'll go from Stormville. I mean, if you wanted a Manhattan at 1:30 p.m., which is the time it is where I'm at, I'm fine with that also. Okay, let me make sure. Okay. Crowd control's up and running. If you guys want to get silly. This is how we look right now. This is probably my favorite fit in the game. And it's Pride Month. So we'll wear the gay cloak. Why shouldn't we have it? Why shouldn't we have it? All right. I need us to go talk to Vare. And probably the best way to do that. I don't think we actually need to return over here to talk to him. But just in case, we may as well. There should just be a phantom there that's like, hey, you're a loser. You've no bitches. Come find me in Liurnia. Oh no, he's still fucking here. Okay, no enemies, please. You should be gone.
Oh, well, you bested Godric the Graf.
Wow, does anyone else just like straight up not hear this game?
My congratulations. Now, visit the round table hold for an audience with the 2 fingers in the inner chamber.
I have no idea why it's so quiet. Yeah, Vari whispering. I'm okay, so that's very strange. Let's go ahead and balance real quick. It was at 60. I'm gonna take it to 75. And if 75 is too quiet, then... So, I'm big head and short. So I guess since we've not gone to the round table hold, there's not really anything we can do with him yet. So we'll go back to Godric the Grafted and enter Liurnia the long way. And this will be good because now I'll have a chance to talk with this NPC, and hopefully we can go ahead and test. Is he also quiet, or do we feel like this is better?
Pushing me about like that, and after all that grafting.
I'm trying to figure why it's so quiet.
Look down on me, would ya?
Bit better, could be louder. You know what? Fuck it.
Filthy slug. Feel it.
Yeah, let's get us into combat actually.
My bloody wrath.
Before we do any more tooling. Oh, I probably should have let the menu play. I'm really sorry, everyone. Okay, well, the door was crazy loud. Hang on. Master volume is at 4. You know what? I'm gonna crunch that to 6, and then I'm gonna take us back down in the mixer. Yeah, I think we're gonna do sound effects down, music up, voice up. We're gonna max voice, actually. Let's see if that's any better. Hey.
Oh. Hello there.
Better?
This weasel was...
Louder?
Godric was always looking down on me. He got what I tell you though, he had an ugly heart.
Yeah, you're not that great yourself. But I'm gonna take voices to 10. Why not? Okay. This should be good. If this is too loud, we can adjust it as necessary. But, so this... Oh, fuck! Wait, it's a sanctuary! sorry, I can't attack in here. How is he able to attack in here? All right, buddy. So you're cheating. You're cheating. He's a fucking cheater. Yeah, it ordinarily does not let you summon people in sanctuaries. You're gonna fight me over here. Yeah, you're gonna fight me over here. Come here. Is he not gonna come outside?
I won!
Hi, Entrots. How you doing? Maybe it took him so long to come in. Yeah. Oh, God. Because I can't fight him unless he comes out. Or I move past. Oh my God! Oh my God, it's Radagon with the steel chair! Well, I had literally no way of defending myself against that because he spawned in a fucking sanctuary. If there's actually a way we can refund whoever used their points for that redemption, I would like if we could, because I know that the bosses are very expensive and I was not able to perform at all for that, and that makes me feel quite badly, actually. So if there's a way for us to refund, I'd like if we could make, because I want to fight Radagon, actually, but he should not have been able to spawn in there. So no, but that's the thing, right? Like it could have been a great fight because I am actually in a build where I can compete with whatever bosses are spawned, but certainly not in an area where I am not allowed to attack at all. I'm gonna say, is this a grape guy? Yeah, I'm gonna need some of these grapes, so thanks for the grape. I'm not overthinking. I don't know what you mean. That's a death. Thin flare? I'm skinny. I'm little. Shrunken. Just imagine that makes it funny. Yes, so these are power stanced twin blades. Strongest jump attack in the game. Do you want a jump attack that hits 8 times? Boy, do I have the weapon for you. And this is my favorite cloak and headpiece as well, which I quite enjoy. There's some other, like the Carrion set I really enjoy, the Spellblade set I really enjoy. Wait. If I rest at a grace point, will Melina give me Torrent? Because as is, I don't have Torrent right now. Hey, is there a woman here? No woman. All right. Yo, pink hair kind of fucks with this, actually. Oh, Wolfbender. This looks great. It turned into, what is a parappa? The headpiece is fantastic, and it's modified, I believe. It's the festive hood, but modified to actually remove the fabric portion. So it's just the headband. Oh, fast. All right, first person and fast. Playing Elden Ring in first person is kind of sick, actually. There's your torrent. If I fall down here, will I die? Yeah, almost certainly. I think we need to go around. Like, this feels like such a basic and mundane question. Is it Parappa the rapper? Like, the dog? Could this be a dog? Yeah! We go. It is Parappa the rapper. Oh! Hyperspeed! Let's go! Okay. I don't need to worry about any of this. There should be a grace point up here, and then we will run towards the Rose Church. Touch grace. Nice. Cool. Sick. Hyperspeed is so funny. It's gotta be one of the funniest redemptions. Oh, okay, so now I'm invisible and hyperspeeded again. I think I'm just gonna run towards Renala. Like, we should be, these are the ruins, which are not what I want. Oh my god, look at the trail we're leaving in the water. It's a really big lake. I think... Oh, I'm in combat, so I can't open the map. I'm pretty sure... I think we may have passed the Rose Church, actually. But we still need to head towards... what's it called? The school, anyway. And then we can figure out if we're going to be doing Ranny stuff or not. I flammed... I don't think I've seen that meme, actually, John. I like the ghostly cloak following me about. Yeah, I think the Rose Church is this way. Oh, all of my landmarks are still on the map. That's awesome. Actually, I didn't realize those would carry over for New Game Plus. So we are going in the right direction. Disaster Lord, great question. I guess, wait a minute. Oh. Well, I hadn't spoken to Melina, so I figured I didn't get the horse. Doesn't she have to give me the horse every time? Okay, so maybe not. now we're on a fast fucking horse. Okay, so we have to go up here quite a bit. It really is pretty though. Yeah, oh, okay, so this is exactly where we want to be. Is there like a grace point nearby here? I'm gonna look. I'm not gonna waste hyperspeed. Because we got to where we wanted, but I want to see if there's like a grace point. Not that I could see. All right, we'll fuck up these Albanorax and go talk to Vare. And we don't really need to fuck them up, but like... Where are my weapons? All right. Well, we're gonna be scrolling for a while because I have every weapon in the game and then some. Pole blade, and yep, I may have observed that. Where's the other one? Equipment. Godskin peeler, is it? Sure, we'll work with that. Wait, did I equip it and then did someone immediately unequip it? You bastards. Hang on, now wait just a second. Where's my peeler? Why could I not? Maybe my hitbox was too big to pop the crit on the... Yeah, come here. Let me get ya. There we go. I was hitting the wrong attack. That's okay. Yeah, no, there's no re-equip weapons, which is kind of rough. But it's not so bad. I know there's a grace point around here, but I don't think it's actually at the Rose Church. It feels so weird moving at regular speed. Oh, I missed. Oh, he won't move in what the fuck? Okay. So he won't move until I bend to the round table hold. I don't want to be death blighted. Okay. So far, so good. I should, if I haven't gotten blood loss yet, we should pop it pretty soon. I need more stamina. And I think there's a dude that hangs out in this puddle. Yeah. Hey, guy. I'm you, but better. Oh, you're gonna guard with Reduvia? That's cute. Don't bring a dagger to a twin blade fight. Shoot, well, I know there's a grace point around here, and we need to find it so I don't always have to walk here every time. Heaven's Door, where is the nearest grace point? I feel like there should be one, like, in these trees, personally. But I could be wrong. Rock to the east. By the crone. Will do. Oh my god, does it? I didn't realize it would stretch Torrent's model too. That's really funny. But it's southwest of Crone. Perfect. Thank you for the hyper speed for Grace. Why can't I get off Torrent? There we go. Okay. Yeah. You'll rest. And then eventually, Melina will have to show up and take me to the round table hold. But we can't do Vare until she does. So, I reckon we should probably do, what do y'all think? Raya Lucaria or Carrion Manor? Be a long way for Carrion Manor, but hyperspeed would make it pretty worthwhile, and I don't think Loretta would be terribly difficult. Rani's quest would also put us in line for the Radon Festival. Well, I've got all the spells, but beating Renala would give us the ability to respec for the int build. But either way, we're still making progress, regardless of which one we pick. So maybe we should meet Rani before we fight her mom. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go all the way up here. Why not? We may as well. With hyperspeed, we'll cover so much ground so quickly, and it would be pleasant to set us up for a slightly easy. Thank you, Necrophysicus. I'm so glad that you have understood the urgency of the situation and the pace at which we need to operate. That's great. Because I've got all the spells in the game already, but defeating Renala would give us the ability to actually, like, put some other things into in. Now I'm slow and wide. This is so funny. Okay, we should be coming up on the Belfry. Yeah, like, I legitimately don't think I've ever fought Renala without meeting Rani first, and it just feels like the nice thing to do. Now, as long as this isn't taking me into the Albinoric village. I think... Yeah! Alright, we made it! Let's go! And there should be a grace point just up here as well. So we'll pop it, just in case some mischief happens and we die ignominiously. Cool. Oh, first person doesn't work on... Okay, we'll just keep going. I think I'm still going in the right direction. Good enough. First person doesn't work when you're on torrent. That's really interesting. I actually really like the zoom. It's very effective. The hype, yeah, no, the hoof sounds are very good. Okay, yeah. And that's Carrion Manor. We can see the crags of the Altus Plateau up top, Mount Gelmir, which I do not think we will need to visit since it seems like we may unlock the Radon Festival, which may legitimately be the faster route anyway, but... Oh, you know what? And there's also, there's a way marker, or not a way marker. There's a teleportation gate that will take us to Redmane from part of Caelid. We may want to revisit that as well, because that could potentially be faster than just like raw dogging all of the Aeonian swamp. Find the Albinor. God. Well, and it's like I'm gonna need to. There are some things I need to prep for. If I can't do them on stream, that's fine. But it's like I would like to do Millicent's quest because I would really like to bring Mikola's Needle into the DLC. I've got ideas for things that might be triggers for dialogue or events, responses, and I'd like to see them. I'd like to do Frenzy, because that seems like it could be. Am I still going in the right direction? Well, I can't open the map, so I guess we'll just stay high. Michelle, you love first-person camera. All right, and we should be coming up on Ichi. And we don't need to fight anything in these ruins. I feel like I should talk to him, just because I like him. And I believe there is a resting point right across from him as well, so we may as well take that too. If I can remember how to get out of here. Do I roll? Yeah, I'm good at this game. And I'll just rest. I don't want anybody to aggro on me while I'm talking to EG. Hi, bud.
Well, I presume you are tarnished?
I'm just saying hi, because I love you.
Oh, pardon me. I am an old codger who refuses to retire his rusty
I wonder what he's
hammer.
reading.
So here I am, still
Volume
quietly
good,
plying my
by the
trade
way. Voice
on
is
this
louder,
spot.
music quieter, anything you
Perhaps
see
you'd
rebalanced.
like a display? These bones are old, but still able. Oh, watch out there. When I'm absorbed in my... If you come too close, I am, after all.
Oh,
Don't
you're
you
totally
know how
fine.
hard it-
I don't think you'll hurt me. This, however, but seriously? Yeah, don't think I'm not cataloging who's deliberately trying to sabotage my playthrough. I've got my eyes on you. I do wish we could see... I suppose Loretta's not firing them. It's an enchantment. But I think it would be really cool if we could, like, see her on a parapet launching these at us. But the sorcery in and of itself is still pretty neat. And I don't think I can use Torrent in here. But if memory serves me correctly, I kind of just need to run all the way back because I don't need to find anything here. I just need to scoot. So I think if we head all the way to the back of the... Yo! Nice one, John! And we got hyperspeed. Let's go. And if I can still have hyperspeed moving across this section, this is awesome. This is so fast. Creature. The worst enemy in Elden Ring. I didn't realize there was even a setting that would allow you to summon a rune bear. Yeah, John, let's go! No, the bear's still alive. Okay. Are you a friend? You're my enemy. Okay, bear's still here. How am I strong? Am I strong enough to kill a bear? No, my God! Why are the bears so fucking tanky? And we have fallen to our death. Cool. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, it's very helpful. Like the IQ episode. All right. So I gotta get my stuff. John, you are doing God's fucking work. And it's like, it'll take us like 300,000 runes to level up anyway. But I still want to keep a healthy collection. Why shouldn't I? But I think I might have taken a wrong turn. Because this doesn't look like it leads to where I want it to go. Unless, I don't think I'm supposed to fall off the bridge. All right, we might have to stop freezing the camera. This is not particularly tenable. Okay, if I can just fucking stop being stun locked, that would be awesome. Why are these birds so strong? Like, I should be one-shotting these birds. All right, I gotta hide behind this and heal. And I guess we'll just bait them to come around a corner. There we go. That's what I was expecting, but that's not what was happening. Maybe the birds are just really tanky for some reason. We didn't do a lot of damage to the rune bear either, but that felt more normal. Rune bears are so badly balanced. Okay, and you. Yeah, you guys gotta go just because I'm sick of y'all. Get these ghosts off my bridge. Oh, you have a big shield. You think it makes you sick? I'm so small you can't even hit me. Yeah. How about instead of having a shield, you get a job? So maybe we need to go this way? I hope this isn't sending me in the wrong direction. No, this should be fine. No, 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 don't fall. Please don't fall. I can't tell what my hitbox is with my giant ass head. Okay, okay, okay. So that's a big guy. I'm gonna get around here. Nope! Shit, shit. Oh, we're moved so fast now. Oh god. Okay, okay, okay. Alright, alright. Platform? Platform. Let's go! I cannot believe that we actually were able to make that. Okay. I thought for sure we were gonna run off the end. Okay, I'm gonna rest. And I think from here, it's the second portion, and we go immediately into Loretta. Oh. Okay, if I don't move, he won't attack me. So hang on just a second. Okay. Thanks for whoever spawned the Celebrant pack and forced me to move. That was very sick and nice of you. But now I actually get my Radagon rematch. Yeah, he's strong. Okay, if I can get Grandma off the field, that would honestly be great. Okay, I'm invincible. Radagon, come fight me down here. Yeah. What? Dog? Radagon, dog, I can't even see you at all. Okay, Radagon, come here, come here. There we go. Okay, so that's what's getting me. He's doing the spear a bunch. Oh, I don't remember his dodge patterns at all. Not at all. Not at all. Okay, well, at least he's going after my summons. Fuck, I can't respond to him whatsoever. I'm so glad you missed. All right, so part of the problem is I'm trying to dodge, but I'm mashing the stick in and I'm crouching instead. We're gonna die here because this dog won't fucking go away. Okay, okay, we're good? We're not good. Nope, we're not good. I should have jumped. I dodged the initial impact. It would have been super cool if we'd actually been able to fight him in a zone where there weren't random ads. That would have been awesome. I really want to fight him. Okay. Okay. So, we are back. I do not remember him doing this much damage. Okay. But we made it to... Sorry. Look at me. Look at my tiny face. Look at my really thick neck. All right. Okay. Okay. I'll get my stuff. Man, I was positive we'd be able to beat him, too. That's what hurts the most. Fucking dog. Man, get out of here. I feel like, hang on. I need to look at my... Prosthesis boosting. Dex is good. Jump attack's good. Blood loss in vicinity. There might be a better option. Slayer restores HP. Maximum HP stamina equipment load. I'm looking for raw damage. Yeah. I gotta be stronger. Attack power of skills, but that's skills specifically, spell effect duration. This might be the best thing. Or if Radagon is going to get summoned again, maybe there's something that will reduce the amount of holy damage we take. Restores HP upon defeating enemies. Successive attacks restore HP. Greatly raises power with successive attacks. Sure. Why not? Rotten Sword. Nice. I don't actually know how this will play out, but it will be interesting to see nevertheless. I'm actually surprised that you can't summon more bosses. Like, I think it's just Radon, Radagon, Rykard. But I don't think you can summon Beast. I don't think you can summon any of the other shard bearers, like Astal or anything. And I'm wondering what the limitation is. If it's just like the size. You can do Melania, like the size of them, but Rykard is a pretty large boss. So I'm not sure what like the limitation is there. Oh, you can summon Renala. I didn't see her on the list when I peeked. I think we'll go up here and then... Oh yeah, that's. I think the Rotten Insignia feels really nice. Is Moog actually? I didn't see Moog on the list either. Okay, so maybe there are significantly more options than I first anticipated. Oh, I'm missing. I'm whiffing. Oh, I'm nothing. Why is this thing so big? That's so much larger than I ever remember them being. Okay, I'm gonna heal. There's the bubble. Maybe we should focus this one first. I don't know how tanky it might be. Surprisingly tanky! We're lucky. We were lucky. There's another one. Crouch. There's 2 of them? Okay. Maybe we should just focus her then. All right, so the fight is just kind of unplayable now. All right, we need to stop summoning the Oracle envoys. Unless we can keep getting crits somehow. I missed it. Did I seriously miss the window? I've never seen these giant enemies. Like, even in Landell, I feel like I've never seen them. I'm gonna end up killing all of them before Loretta dies. Good? Sexy? Where is she? Where is she? Yeah, baby girl, come here. Got her. I don't think concluding the boss encounter finishes these ads, though. They're in Halig Tree. I don't remember them at all. I can't believe Fire Giant is wow. So it's everything but Elden Beast then. Okay. Sure. All right. I may have deserved that. Okay, Skeleton Archer. Let's go. Okay, so I need to do solo attacks only because I don't recover from the jump attack recovery quickly enough to make it worthwhile, and I forgot how long he holds. Nice. We should be far enough away. We were not far enough away. Okay, so for that one, we always need to go to the side. There's the gap closer. There's the Fire Giant. So, I'm stuck on the Fire Giant. Sure. Yeah. Why shouldn't I get foot fucked? So this was a good stream. I'll see you all never. This is my retirement from streaming forever. It was good. We had a nice run. Go gently into that good night or whatever. Wait, it didn't count. No one redeem anything. Where the fuck am I? So I popped the grace. I didn't rest at it because someone spawned Radagon. Got it. Okay. So we'll rest and then grab our stuff. I really want to beat him. I cannot believe how much damage he does. I don't remember him being that much of a conundrum the first time. Stuff acquired. And we're moving fast. Thanks for the boost, Lobster Boy. That's the thing. This shouldn't be New Game Plus. Deathbird. Okay. Oh, the tiny hitbox actually kind of fucks. I love being constantly out of stamina. It's great. Oh, I whiffed. Super chill of the Deathbird to let me have that heal. Right, I forgot it's Frostbite. I did deserve, yeah, I might have to stop power stancing because I am constantly out of, yo, we got an infinite stamina, let's go. And I'm invincible. Fuck you, Deathbird. At least they don't have any grab attacks with their talents. That would make these enemies way more insane. So this is phase 2? Wait, is this a death right bird or just a death bird? Because one of them is significantly worse than the other. I think we're gonna die here. Because it didn't unequip any of, like, my talismans, right? I feel like I don't do any damage. But there's you guys shouldn't have the ability to modify the amount of damage I do, so. Did you see the detail on its wings? Looked like spectral spirits holding spears. I've literally never seen that before. It's because I'm spawning in from the stake instead of the grace point. Like, do I still have... Yeah, like, all of my talismans are on. I didn't think that armor would make that much of a difference as far as, like, damage mitigation goes. Bye, Disaster Lord. We'll catch you next time. Yeah, don't think I'm not paying attention to who in chat is fucking me over. I'm keeping a log. I'm gonna send curses. I'm gonna manifest ill will. Making sure nothing's fucking spawning behind me. You know, I'm gonna rest here just in case we haven't yet. I feel like we did, but I can't remember. It's right, because it's glowy, because Sinsky knows the difference. That's really helpful. Paper tiger, yep, pretty much. Now we can completely ignore the dragon. And I think the tower we want is over here. Pink hair looks really good. Yo, hyperspeed! Which is great, because running through this area is such a fucking pain. Is this it? Where am I? Is this it? Yeah. 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 And there should be a grace point. And let's double check. You know, we'll rest. We'll lock in the spawn point. And I do want to see if damage mitigation with armor makes that much of a difference. Because I really didn't think that it did. Because especially since I dress exclusively for cuteness instead of function. Where's my gay cloak? Where's my pride cloak? I can never actually remember what it looks like from the front because all I see is the back. And that's the best way to view it. I have no idea where the merchant armor is. Paper Tiger, it's so good. It's perfect. Actually, I need to put like 2 more deaths on the field, I think. I have no idea where it is. Nomadic Merchant's Finery. Oh, next to the War Surgeon gown. I love Vare. He's so special to me. He's my special baby boy. Let's do... We were wearing Spellblade's trousers earlier, so this time let's switch it up and do... Albrecht. We'll do Mad Tongue for the cunty thigh highs. And we will complement with... Let's do Carrion. Sex. Okay. Well, that was fun. That was a couple of minutes of sunken effort. So I guess we'll never know whether or not equipping anything actually does enhance the experience. So need some craft. It would be... It's tough because I can never tell what's going to drop on me. So it's like physical damage reduction. I don't think that's doing a lot for us with Radagon specifically. But if I could put on like a Holy Resist talisman, that would probably be a good call.
A tarnished here. Thou must
Oh,
have
I love her
some
tiny
presence
little
in
hands.
Come
I
on
want to
this way.
hold them.
Though I have no memory of inking thee an invitation.
Something fell off of my... No particular reason.
No reason in particular, thou claimest. Intriguing. Then mayhaps
I thought
fate
there was
hath
ordinarily
steered
like a
thee to this
different
encounter.
option there.
Wilt thou enter into my service? I am the witch Rani. I stole death long ago, and search now for the dark path, that I might one day upend the whole of it,
She's perfect.
and rid the world of all that came before. Well, has that roused thy interest? I see. A choice well made. Thou art a rare
And I
soul.
believe when we finally get to the Round Table Hold,
Not
Rajia
many
should already
would
be
have
there.
accepted the offer, but I require as much of those under my command. I anticipate good work from thee.
Okay.
Good. There is in my I
We'll
would
talk
have
to
thee join
Blythe.
him in searching for the hidden treasure of Nokron. I have called for Blythe to greet thee below.
Wow, we didn't even have to snap at
Take
him?
from
That's
him the
fantastic.
particulars. And there
EG's
wilt thou
great.
find
Cellulus
heed not
can
their
die. I
peculiarities.
think I would like to
Feel
wish
secure
Cellulus
in
a
gaining
very
from them.
die.
What it I am sure the speak with thou needs not in
I was also going to thank people for not
Speak with
spawning
the
any
three
enemies
needs
here,
not
but you
indulge
can't
them
spawn enemies
unduly.
here because it's a
But
sanctuary.
they
Although
too
sometimes that
wish to
doesn't always
appraise
work.
thy worth. It hath been a
Yeah, all right. We're gonna lumber down the stairs. Ooh, I'm gonna be ready for the DLC. We're setting up for Radon, and then when we get to the Round Table Hold, we can initiate Vare's quest line, which will take us to Moog. And I'll probably kill Renala just to give us the freedom to respec in the DLC if there's a weapon or a sorcery that we get that we don't have the ability to cast and I want to tinker with it. I'd like to have some
Oh, so you
some
were the
tiers for
one.
respecing, just kind of like freely
Lady
available.
Rani has explained every. Again, I, the Karian royal family's dedicated blacksmith,
We're
and
just kinda
Lady
skipping through
Rani's,
this.
I'm
We've all
told
heard it
that
before.
I will give you.
Hi. Oh my god, you're so... Wait a minute. This is dangerously close to the same height difference between my Warrior of Light and Xenos Galvus. Well, now I'm Xenos Galvus in this analogy. Why am I so blue, chat?
about you.
Chat is doing all kinds of odious
Finally made
things
it.
to my physical
Name's Blythe.
manifestation here.
Sworn sword to Mistress Rani.
Oh,
Glad to
Blythe,
have
I
you aboard.
adore you. You're my
Well,
favorite.
Getting right to business.
You're my
I'm
favorite.
situated in Limgrave right now. The eternal city of Nokra.
Do I have to like
lies
go to
somewhere at the
Limgrave
bottom
and
of
snap
this
at you
land.
though? Because I'd
I'm
prefer if
planning
I
to
didn't
go
have
below
to.
the well in the Mistwood. See if I can't find the. I'm going below to see if I can't find.
Okay.
Keep you waiting, eh?
Oh my god, never. Never. I'll never make you wait. I'll come immediately. Ugh! We're one of the worst characters in the game.
I see. You must
So
be
hateable.
Rani's new hireling. Yes, I've heard all about you. I am Celavis. I don't
Whatever.
know what it is, the
Yeah,
since we
you're a
hire-
fucking creep. You're a sicko. You're a weirdo.
I reside in
I was not
another
talking to you
tower
anymore.
close
I was
by.
so finished with our
Come and
conversation.
pay me a visit.
I will never do that.
Should you wish to be
Ever.
of actual
I will
service
never
to
come see you.
Mistress
We will never
Rani.
spend time together. I'm
If
gonna
it
leave
were
you
up
on
to
read
me, I
forever.
wouldn't waste my time
I'm
on
gonna
the
say
likes
bad
of
things
you.
about you to my friends.
who
I'm gonna
am
give
I
you
to
one-word
stand
answers
against the
or ignore you
wishes
if
of
you
my
ever reach
lady?
out. Take a hint, Cellulus. Okay. So, we need... Why can't I teleport? Huh? Oh, I can't even leave!
I reside. Come and pay me a visit. Should you? If it
Did I not talk to everyone? I don't think I need to reset. I'll talk to Rani one more time. She shouldn't be sleeping yet, so... Davians, I've never seen this before. Yo, Daba D, Daba Die. Let's go. great. I talked to everybody you wanted me to talk to. Maybe we just need to rest.
Allow me to. I shall soon enter my slumber.
Okay, she had more to say.
And if this doll's body is not without its hindrances, still,
Nice.
I have high hopes.
I'm kissing her
for
with my
thee.
giant head.
I look forward. I shall soon enter my slumber, and it will be. I have high look.
Okay, so that dialogue has been exhausted. That's weird. I don't remember needing to like hike back up the stairs and talk to her. But what's done is done. Ghost, it happened to you too? It seems like a lot of people. Yeah, Dave Muse was saying they've encountered it as well. Both of my drives are solid state drives. So yes. Okay, now we can teleport. So we need to go... We need to go into the Mistwood. So might as well go from the graveyard then, yeah? We still haven't made it to the Round Table Hold, so we can't progress Vari's questline. We might as well get Radon in the easiest zone possible. No, we should have gone to a different one, but yeah, you know what? We're just gonna go from the first step. Easy. Yeah, nope, it's all solid state, baby. Always has been. Yeah, fast player, here we go. Okay. I thought there was a landmass there. Maybe Melina will finally spawn in? Have we died the requisite number of times yet? Nope, bitch still thinks I'm not worthy. Ghost, I was so ready. Hey, Dragon! How are you doing? How's your Saturday been? Okay, now let's go. Yeah, now we'll go fast. Yeah. I'm skinny and I'm quick. I'm on a horse. I'm not interested in fighting bats at this time. I'm not quite going in the right direction, but we can probably figure that out. Is Yura here? I should talk to him. Just
You must
for
be
the purposes of
Tarnish.
quest progression.
You do well to steer clear of a gill like fledgling. A dragon roosts there.
I want to see what you
And
look
it's as
like.
fierce
Show me your face. I want to
as it is
objectify you
majestic.
shamelessly.
So, Unless you're
He
mad,
cute!
or wish to be burned alive,
Doesn't Shabriri keep
Stay
his
clear of
hands
the light.
over his face?
don't be a fool.
And I'm also wielding his his protege's
Before it's too
weapon,
late.
so whoopsie.
Don't be a fool.
I'd never be a fool. I adore you. You're one of my favorite NPCs. I think you're so sick. All right. And I think we're going in the wrong direction. I need, yeah. I gotta make a hard turn this way. So it's a good thing we've got the speed. Yes, the Mistwood's down here. I didn't see anything spawn in, which may have been for the best. Yeah, just because you put it on the field doesn't mean I have to engage with it. But I didn't see it though. So we want to go deeper into the woods. I'm hoping we don't have to snap for him. And if he's just like in the elevator, I'm invisible. You can see me. Looks like the bear's just attacking my horse, which is honestly like cruel. We're still being pursued by bear. I'm gonna go a little bit faster here. If I can remember where any of these ruins are. Am I still being pursued by bear? Probably. I don't think this is where I want to go. Nope. Do we think I've got the skill to jump back into it and then not die? Yeah, I'm sick. Yeah, I'm nice, actually. I'd win. We're still lost. And then the next grace point we get to, we will pause, and I will take a break. But I cannot find the grace point because this place is positively lousy with bears. Ridden with bears. Oh, no, I need to go over here. Just kidding. I've been looking at the wrong location this entire time. Yeah, let's go fast. Helen, you rule. Minor Erd Tree. No. Give me the well. Where's the well? Where's the well? Yeah. And this is where we'll take our break. Okay. I will be back in a couple of minutes. I'm going to heat up my tea and maybe eat a couple more pretzels. And I will see you all when we get back. Okay. Enjoy the music. Hey everyone, we are back. Thank you for your patience. I got my tea, and someone had mentioned the other day that Hollow Knight has a crowd control plugin.
won!
Sublime, thank you so much for subscribing for 50 months straight. You've never missed a streak? You've never missed a month? Made me like kind of emotional. Nerd? Thank you. Been straight for 50 months. How's that working out for you? And while we were on break, I was looking at the crowd control pack for Hollow Knight, and it looks kind of sick. So we may have to do that at some point also. August of 2020. So what game did you come in on, Sublime? Was it Twilight Princess? What was it? What was it? Where am I? Yeah, I don't particularly care to fight any of these lads. We just need to move through and talk to blah. Yeah, all right, okay. All right, Radagon. Yeah, he held that forever. Oh, I'm toast. Oh, I'm not toast! I'm still, well, I'm in the, yeah, no, I was, okay. I never noticed he had an eye before. I always thought his eye sockets were empty. But unless it was like the edge of, like, unless he had like an errant bang, I swear it looked like that eye had a pupil. It was Breath of the Wild. Oh my god. And you stayed? It's true. I'm too busy looking at Radagon's big naturals. You got me. Can I ride here? I did not know we could ride Torment here. I guess we can unless... I think we can in most locations, actually. Stream... Wow, unbelievable. How did you find the stream? Just like Twitch algo or something else? Yeah, it automatically takes me off the horse. Okay, we'll go up. And I'm pretty sure Blythe is just through this next area. And we should be able to initiate the Radon Festival from there. And before we do the Radon Festival, we will do Renala, because I need to die enough times to get to the fucking Round Table Hold so that we... Wait, I can't... Can I... I don't suppose I can just go to it right now. No, we can't. In order to progress Vare's quest. Yo, I wish when I died, my big naturals would turn into a huge sword. What's it like having everything, Radagon? Random recommendations, Twitch, because we were playing Breath of the Wild. Oh, you think so? Most people, when they come and they're like, hey, we saw your username and thought it was sick. And I was like, thank you. I feel like I just walked past a Grace Point. Yep. Real 1-2 punch. I've been thinking about updating my profile pic, but it's so tough. Because the one that I've been using, it's great art, but it is old. Maybe I'll update it to an actual picture of my face, since I have entered a vaguely more peaceful era with the burden of my physical form than I was at a couple of years ago. Baby boy, did I walk right by you? I think we walked right by Blythe. I think we walked past him. But this place is not as easy to navigate as I remembered it being. But I don't enjoy Siofra River. I like the other version. Noxtella. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. Should he not be just up here? There he is. Okay, no summon redemptions, please. I do not want to accidentally strike Blythe. That's not me being silly, by the way. That's like me actually saying, don't redeem anything right now. Don't actually make me pause it. Please just be cool.
Ah. Good to see you.
Oh my god, hi.
Apologies, mate. But I don't have much to report.
I'm so
I can
normal
see
about
bloody knock
him.
on right above
So regular.
But I'm absolutely stumped. I've tried all the gateways, to no avail. Perhaps it's time to ask Celevis. And recall that
Don't
spiteful
actually
little
make
man
me
acting like he
fucking
knew
talk to
something.
that guy.
Let's give
Come
him
on.
space. Show him just how sharp my teeth are.
I wish you'd show me how sharp your teeth are.
I jest. I wouldn't go that far.
But like, what if you
Besides,
did though? Like, tee hee ha
If
ha.
you check on something, leave this place to me. You just do what you feel is right. If either of us learns it, leave this place to me. If either of us
All
learns
right. Well,
anything,
I don't
tell me.
really want to talk to Celevis, but I guess if I have to, at least we've got a convenient teleportation spot. And then let me check something very quickly. Excellent. Red! My hair used to be red! I haven't seen this model with red hair in ages! I set the player to have red hair when my hair was also red, so... Red was not my best look. Yeah. I'm self-aware enough to admit that. Bummer, but no one can have it all, I suppose. Yeah, fast. Let's go. Let's go. Let's be fast. Yeah, it used to be red. Nice! Killing hair by Anna. What is going on with my hair? Woo! I look like a weird, fucked up cat or something. Why do I have like cat ears? It's demon horns. Ugh, this fucking guy.
Well, did you not realize?
No, I don't want to talk
Perhaps
to
I'd
you.
like you
I don't
to
want to
find
talk
it
to
in
you.
you.
I'm not gonna do that.
I see. What a wretched. Do you understand? I've given you a very fine chance.
I hate you.
If you complete this simple task,
I hate you.
will
I think you should
gracious-
die.
Even you wish to serve Our Lady well.
I don't
Do
understand
you
what Randy
not?
sees in you.
Turn those little cogs upstairs and return with the correct answer.
I have legitimately never seen that dialogue before. Turn those little cogs upstairs.
Have you fumbled out the correct answer?
Fumbled out?
Then you will undertake my task. Good. Now I shall hand
I'm
over the
still
potion
not
in
going to give a
question.
strange potion to a woman. You absolute fucking
Find
creep.
Nepheli and ensure she drinks it. I expect, Clad.
Yeah, how about you tied these
Time for
nuts,
little
sell you
the only
this?
thing Are we under? I have enough.
Oh.
Well. You're asking. The task was left to you.
So I
Monday,
don't have to
was
give it to
not?
Nepheli in order for
Not
this to
only
progress.
Are you incompetent, but shameless to boot? Well, Now's as good a time as there's a glintstone sorcerer by the name of
I have to go talk to
Selin
Selin.
Ingrave.
This is longer than I expected,
She owes me for the
but
help
probably
I
still
gave
better
her
than
when
just
she
raw
was
dogging Caelid. So,
expelled from the academy. I asked her to look into. I'll write you a letter of it.
oh my god! This is the most cursed I've ever been in this game. Oh, it's basically, he wants you to roofie Nepheli. Yeah. That's what the potion is. It's Rohypnol.
I have no time. The
Okay,
only
yeah,
thing
he's
I
done.
always
Okay,
understood-
so if we want to get to Saluve, another unrealistic, you may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. This is the ideal form and figure. Okay. If we want to talk to Selin, she hangs out here. Yes? No. No. She hangs out here? No. Hang on. I'm gonna find her. Waypoint. So we could probably just go from Gatefront all the way down. Thanks for being so good-natured about all this, everyone. Wait a minute. Did someone unequip my weapons? There's a better way to do this. Let's sort by attack power. Yeah, what's the strongest shit I got right now? Probably the not the twin blades. Crag blade? I don't know if I've ever actually used that. Morgoth's Cursed Sword, Bolt of Brandsax, Mogwin Sacred Spear. I said Thaquid. Mogwin Sacred Spear. Well, we'll rock this. For some reason, yeah, I'm out damaging Godskin Peeler on Occult Twin Swords by a lot, so may as well see how that works. We're gonna want to switch these, though. Better. I like the weapon art on... Oh, cool. Thanks, Sublime. Yeah, I'm so glad that you found me through Breath of the Wild. You're such an asset to this community. I'm so glad I proofread all of the porn that you write. Makes me... I'm glad that we have this kind of friendship. Yo, Dave Muse, is it? Ooh! Okay, so they can poise me out of that. You know what? I thought there was a secondary portion to Blood Dance, but I must not have done it correctly. Additional input. Okay, so is it any input, I suppose? I wondered if maybe it had to be like a strong attack or something. We'll figure it out. And we just go down here. And she's probably locked behind like a tiny mini boss, but I can't imagine that.
You there? Could you help us out, Cully?
I can't not help Bach. Wait.
You? Yeah, you there? Stop pretending you can't see me.
No summon redemptions here, or I will ban you. I'm not going to hurt Bach. Is this him? Is he this tree?
Why won't anyone look me in the eye? What'd you go? Oh, yes. I remember.
Oh,
Some
he's so
Claude turned me
special
into
to
a
me.
tree.
Some Claude?
You were just breaking the spell.
Yo,
weren't you?
Bach loves Steven
Thank you.
Universe.
The
Confirmed.
name's Bach. I was pushed out of the cave. Told not to
You're
come back.
so
Not
special
ever.
to me.
Then I ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really. Oh, when they threw me
They
out.
threw
of
you
the
out,
pen, so
baby
this is
boy.
all
I'm gonna
about
help
hope.
you. Thanks for the mushroom.
Or, well, if
you can.
He's
afford
so
to wait
cute.
for
He's
a
like,
while,
thanks. This is all that I got. I picked it up
sneak
off the
back into
ground a
the
couple
cave
feet
and
away.
bring
Just
back
gives you a
something of actual
mushroom.
value. Then right, my
Don't worry, buddy. I will help you. Not right now, but, you know, soon. I gotta give a letter to a witch first. And then we can kill Radon. And then I'm probably gonna have to Heaven's Door how the fuck I can get into the round table hold, because Melina is really dragging her feet on sucking me in there. No teleportation for me. Literally, literally, he's beautiful, he's perfect, he's flawless, he's everything. He's never done anything wrong. Ooh. Nice. I think I went too far, actually. Most definitely. I didn't see the little hole where she's usually in. I know she's over here somewhere. Sorry, she's dragging her feet. Sublime, please. Where does she? I know she's got to be in the ruins. We'll leave the dogs alone. Here are the ruins. Okay. And I like... Where do I go? There we go! Perfect! It's easy! Oh, I thought it was an enemy that spawned on top of my head. I was gonna be so stressed out. You were too slow, Sublime. And we'll rest. The big head roll is rough. It's not impossible, but it is rough. Why does the keen greatsword do so much Oh, but I don't have the faith for this. I see. We'll probably want to give ourselves 22 faith then. What's the hammer need? 22 faith it is. 17. Just making sure I can use all the cool shit when we do respec. Perfect. And I think after this, we're good for red main.
Tarnished, are we? I wonder you should... I am Selen, a sorcerer, quite plainly. Why are you here?
Even the normal head looks too
Well, but
small.
one must choose. I was exiled from the Academy of Rayaluk as a reviled.
Can you imagine just walking in here dressed like
you
this?
still wish to look...
Honestly, I would find it compelling.
Well, but I refuse to coddle. Anticipate grief.
Yeah, I got a letter for you.
Well, Celibus is not a name I ever wanted to
I
hear
won!
again.
Yeah, no one's excited to hear his name.
If it will help
Oh,
you, my apprentice.
Cammy, thank you so much for subscribing.
I offer my
Also
homage.
on a 25-month
The
sub
stars
streak.
alter the fate of the
You've never
Carnival
broken it. Hey,
family.
Cammy, how's your Saturday?
And the fate of your mistress, Rani. But long ago, General Radon challenged the swirling
Radon,
constellations,
Radon.
and in a crushing victory, arrested their cycles.
How do you fight
Now he is the
space?
force that repulses the stars. If General Radon were to die, the stars would resume their movement, and so too would Rani's destiny.
I wonder.
Young apprentice, you are a tadpole when so to become now.
Okay, I mean, it wasn't very nice of you to be like, yo, apprentice, your brain is full of fucking Kool-Aid. But so it's really funny. I swear yesterday someone redeemed Radon and we got him to what would have been phase 2, but he jumped into the sky and just never came down. And I was positive at one point we would just see him. Like he would just 40 minutes later, 2 hours later, he would just come falling out of the sky. Okay, so I think now we are good to go back to Siofra. Talk to Blythe. I think then we talk to Rani, and then Redmane is a go. I think he must. Sublime, I think he has to. I wonder, well, and it's weird because you can't summon Elden Beast either, but I know that Elden Beast doesn't break outside of his arena because you can boss randomize Elden Beast and just kind of put him wherever. Doesn't necessarily work the best, but is anyone coming up here to hurt me? Oh. So bizarre. All right. Now we're safe to talk to Blythe. Hi, honey. What you doing? You're standing. You look so good.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Well met. What news? So Rani's fate is kept in stasis by Starscourge Radahn. That reminds me of something I heard. There's a festival being held at the castle on the southern edge of the Caelid Wilds, east of Limgrave. It's a festival of combat. And I heard that you can fight Radahn
We got it.
himself. He who was once called the strongest of all the demigods. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but I think it's worth investing. I'll be on my way to this.
Okay.
You're coming too, right? I'll meet you.
Radahn
The way ahead is
unlocked.
pleasing.
We fight
You're
Sword
coming
and
too, right? I'll
Fang.
meet you at Redmane. The way ahead is pleasingly simple. We fight Sword and Fang.
Oh, you're so... Okay, so I don't even need to go talk to Rennie. So, bigger question becomes, I'm wondering if maybe she doesn't take me to Round Table Hold until I've rested it. But I know I've definitely rested at Gatefront, right? Yeah, Gatefront's here. Heaven's Door. How do I get Melina to take me to the Round Table Hold? Because I gotta go there to start Vare's quest. And Radahn is ready to go. We just have to truck through Caelid to get there. So, is it just, do I just have to die a certain number of times? Do I need to rest at a specific grace point? See, we already fought Margit. Margit is dead. Leave Limgrave. Okay. Well, but we rested in Liurnia. Caelid? Okay, then we're gonna fuck off to Caelid. Cause she being real stingy with her escort missions. Probably the best way is gonna be Agheel Lake North. And then we can either take the chest, or we can just ride in. It would be a pretty long way. But I know, I think Fort Gale, like of the Slave Knight variety. That's kind of fun. Kind of fun seeing little Easter eggs now that Elden Ring is no longer my first FromSoft game. Yo, Sublime, Blythe said well met to me, and I was immediately like, oh my god. Baldur's Gate 3 reference. We can take any of these. It might be better if we pop out there. Just because Caelid is so much fucking walking otherwise. Yeah, fuck it. But instead of the tunnels, we want to go to the Dragonburnt Ruins. And I hope that will put me at the part of Caelid I'd like to be at. Is this gonna spawn the dragon? Yeah, that spawned the dragon. Yeah, Lobster Boy, let's go. Fast player. We'll just scoot right out of there and jump into arguably a worse place instead. Tap, 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 tap. No rats for me today. They can still hurt me? Am I gonna be... Okay, but we were still teleported, so that's good. There was a second where I was like, does taking damage interrupt that at all? And we should be skilled enough, or at the very least, we should have enough health. I should eat some boiled shrimp. Yeah, we should eat some prawns. Oh, good redeemed, Razar. Thank you. Where my shrimp at? Yeah. Give me shrimp. And this, I think, just takes us back the way that we came. Heaven's Door, does this take me back the way I came, or is this actually treasure? I think it might be treasure. Yeah. Okay, so, these lads. I want to go down here. Okay, enough, kindred of rot. I was just about to say, how about you rot my balls? But actually, I don't think I would enjoy that very much. And once we rest, we should have the ability to teleport freely. And then where actually... So, Melina is still not taking me to the round table hold. And I am in Caelid. Do I need to be worried about... I'm actually kind of worried about this. Get out of the tunnel? Okay. And where we needed to go is over here, actually. So it probably would have been smarter if we had just gone... to the waypoint, because that would have put us... closer to here, but I guess it's fine. Basilisks are here, and I'm not moving? Ah, Sublime made me ultra slow. Thanks, Sublime. You're so eager to frame our friendship as adversarial. It's very perplexing. So where is the nearest grace point? Well, there isn't like, there's not a list. You just have to go based on what you see, right? I think if I go up here, I think this might be good. No, no, no. I need to go. What? There's a list? How do I see the list? All right. Thanks for the help. It's not like I was trying to read or anything. It's not like we were looking. Looking's not important. I might be able to brute force him before that spell goes off. Nice! Let's go! Let's go! Thank you for the heal. That was perfect timing. Okay. What do you mean there's a lit? But I don't see the round table hold. Josiah, you're fine. I'm grousing for the sake of like what's the kayfabe? It's kayfabe. Don't worry. I almost said fake-abe. Fake performer, chromunists, fake-abe. So, no, and the grace isn't in the corner. Like, there's nothing here. This bitch won't take me to the round table hold. And ordinarily, this would not be something I'm super concerned about, but I'm starting to think this is some kind of glitch. Because I'm not going to be able to progress Vare's quest unless I can go to the round table hold. And if she doesn't take me... Yeah, okay. Let's go around and try to find a regular non-tunneled grace. And if that still doesn't work, I'm going to need to like do a search for what's going on here, because I don't if this is a glitch, this is obviously not a file I want to take into the DLC. So. Okay, there's the tunnel. I think if I go this way, I can... Yeah. Because this area butts up against, Celia. Okay, yes. So there should be a grace point coming right up here. I am astonished by how much of this game I fucking remember. But I guess that's what 400 hours of playtime will do to a person. Please give me Melina. Please give me Melina. I don't know what to do. I think something broke. Which is hilarious because the only mod we have running right now is crowd control. Which was not a problem yesterday. We got Melina yesterday. I'm gonna do a quick search and see if I can isolate spawn conditions for her. You need to visit and rest at 3 sites of grace. Okay. If I just rest repeatedly. We've definitely rested more than 3 times. Unless it's like 3 different graces. Huh? Stop by the shack. Is this Gowrie? I've never seen this! Yo! Has this always been here? Yeah, but for Tanya, ultimately, my goal, because I haven't modded anything else in the game, so my goal would be for the DLC to be able to play the file online. And I'm worried that if I actually like unlock all great, like something will get funky. I've never seen this! That's so cool! Oh, Gowrie, you're such a creep. I did, yeah, I've already got the 2 Stormgate rests. Gotta go. Bye, Sublime. We'll see you later. I could try again. Because we've got gate front. I don't know. This is so weird. Until you went back to Limgrave. Really? Dogs need to eat. Didn't you feed your dogs earlier? What are you feeding your dogs so late for? You rested there again. I thought that we did. I'll just head back to here. Is there a reason I can't fast travel anymore? That's weird. Okay, yeah, for whatever reason I was trying to fast travel and it was just like placing beacons on top. Maybe something is funky. Weird. But we got it. Okay, Jode, I see you. Thank you for the input. I guess we just had to like fuck off back to Limgrave. So, you know what? If it works, it works. I'm not gonna complain about it. Because now we can progress Vare's quest. So.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina.
Melina finally got tired of us blowing up her fucking phone.
I offer you an accord.
Yeah? Is it in good condition? How many miles does it have? No longer maidenlet.
Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve the 2 fingers.
I love her voice actor, so I'm just
offering
gonna let her talk.
guidance and aid to the tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless.
Thanks.
I can play.
Yeah,
well
somebody
with
iced my
maidens.
maiden in the Chapel of Anticipation, actually.
turning runes into strength, to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you.
Okay.
To the foot of the Erd Tree. Then it's
Sure.
settled.
Easy.
Summon
Why
me
not?
by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, a torrent has chosen you.
But we already have the ability to ride torrents, so this is not as helpful.
Treat him
I
with
wonder if she's
respect.
always going to show up at Gatefront. It's weird. Then why didn't she show up earlier?
Shall I turn? Let my
Yeah,
heart
can we
share
level
them
up?
with me.
We cannot level up. Okay, but she's here. Now, she hasn't taken me to the Round Table Hold, but she will. So I'll rest a couple of times.
Forgive me.
And then Heaven's
I've
Door.
been
Do I need, for any
testing you
reason, do
to
I
see
need to
whether
head
or
back
not
by the
grace
Church of
truly
LA
does guide you,
and talk to
and
Ranny there, or
whether you're
is that
fit
settled?
to face the challenge that entails. It seems torrent, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one I can take you down.
Yes, yes, yes.
Very well. Let my hand.
And we don't need to talk to anyone there. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. You can buy it? Okay. I like her voice actor enough. I wouldn't mind if we... And this should be open because we've gotten Godric. We won't be going anywhere near Mountaintops of the Giants. So we can skip through all of this.
Great Elden Ring.
Totally normal thing to worship. Regular
Anchor of
decaying
all
flesh
lands,
mound.
giver
Totally
of
fine.
grace, wellspring of all joy.
Jode, oh my god,
it
I
was
cannot believe you
shattered,
even kept it
The
playing.
tragic corruption of the Order has taken its toll. Across the realm, foul curse, but the greater will has. So it is that the Tarnished are guided by grace. Brave Tarnished.
Sure, sure.
Your great rune is a handsome shard of the Elden Ring. Seek another of its kind to become
Let the words of the fingers guide
I
you.
love Anya. I think her delivery is exceptional.
They is remembrance, and I will. The fingers guide us all.
The fingers guide us all.
Now let the word.
I hate this so much. This is absolutely terrible.
Oh, welcome to the round I teach.
And we won't be going to Altus,
The
so
strength
he
that
shouldn't
explores
leave.
over one day, ensuring, by the way,
I also have
do.
nothing to buy from
Most
him.
tarnished
But
of
I like to
minds
put in the
these
effort
days,
for these
well,
kinds of quests.
do you
Oh, I hope Rajier is still here.
may the golden...
Or like here for the first time, I
don't
suppose.
believe we've met. I'm known as D. Heed my warning. Those who live in death should be left
I still love
well
your
alone,
armor. You are
or
such an
more
interesting
should you spy,
character.
unless you wish to...
Okay, I guess I'm tiny, but I can't fit through there.
A pleasure to meet. My name is Roderica. I was in this play, the Round Table Hold, covert quarters of the Two Fingers,
Covert quarters of the
and
Two
gathering
Fingers.
place of. I never knew the guidance bestowed upon us Tarnished had such fantastic root. Although it's all a bit much for me, and I'm still looking.
Well, have you thought about
Some of it, I'm
spirit
still
tuning? Or do I have to talk to Hugh and then tell her to spirit tune?
You're a youth no matter loud you're up. The girly boy here.
There it is.
She's crestfallen and can scarcely swing a blade. But she has a gift for spirit. I saw enough her eyes share the same hue.
I've always wondered if that's meant to imply that, like, the way that people return to the Erd Tree, and then because death isn't a thing, I've always wondered if that's meant to imply, like, a cycle of just, like,
I
constant
see you've noticed
reincarnation.
the chain. Nothing special. I'm trapped. That's all there is to. No, don't read too much into it. Well, no grudge against you.
My being a prisoner is no fault of yours.
I don't think it would work because there aren't any enemies aggroed on me,
Well, I don't mind
but
smithing.
I would not enjoy it if you
Despite
killed an
my
NPC
differences,
here.
the weapons
So
get stronger all the same. Even time. Technique never fails. Besides, it helps me forget. The sheer terror of
I want
her.
to see a terrifying America. Like I want to know, because by the time we get to her, there's nothing really left. So the idea of her being so powerful and so frightening, I really want to see it.
Greeting. I am fierce. Circumscribed, perhaps you might share
I don't think we need to
some
be
idea.
held.
Do
I
you
just
think
wanted to
it from
talk to
where I
her
come from?
because we would need to go
understand.
between her and
Your
Rajier
disdain is but should you change
if he
your
is also
mind,
here.
Come pay me another.
Pleased to meet you. The name's Roger, a sorcerer by trade. But now I'm in this sorry state. I had a little mishap, and now I can't move. As you might guess, it's far from ideal. Ah, I know. I'm privy to a few magical battle arts. Would you care to learn one? Time can move rather slowly, stuck here.
Justice for Rajier.
Ah, you defeated Godric and claimed yourself a great rune. Well done, friend.
I really
Something to
do wish
mark
there
the
were
occasion.
something more to him.
Go
He's
on.
so likable. He's such a friend.
As you might have guessed, I still can't move. My fighting days are behind me. No need to be polite. I've no use for it anymore. Ah, so you've met
Yes,
Dee.
I've met your
Dee is
ex-boyfriend.
an old friend. We found ourselves journeying together for a time, bound by our exploration of death. But our paths have since diverged, never again to cross. Though that's hardly an uncommon fate for two friends. Dee was telling me that he discovered the mark of the centipede. The centipede is an ancient symbol of the
Right,
curse.
I forget that Rajier
As long
does
as whoever
this
finds and uses it is
long
not
exposition.
nefarious
It's
by
also
nature,
hilarious. How did
then we
Dee
may be able
find
to
it?
form an alliance. If only I
Like,
could speak
where
to
the
him in
fuck
person.
was he that he
And
found
if they were
that
like
half
you,
of
better.
the centipede rune? Rune is the wrong word. The mark, because one was on Rani's body and the other was presumably like on Godwin. So where the fuck did Dee get it?
Lately, I feel I'm on
And
the
he's gonna
precipice
die as soon as we
of
leave.
falling into
Great.
a deep, fathomless slumber. And I have an inkling it could spell trouble for you somehow. So I just wanted to get the apology out of the way beforehand, since you're so scary and all.
I never realized there was a portrait of Horaloo up here. Huh.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Is that Lord Marai? Hang on. Well, my head is very small, so I guess we'll never fucking know. But I'm pretty sure that's meant to be Lord Marai. No, Radagon's existence was a secret. Well, not a secret, but it doesn't look like Radagon to me. No, I can prove it. I can prove it's Marai. Hang on. To me, the hair looks... Look at the robe. To me, the hair looks white. But it's desaturated. And like, look at the mantelpiece of the robe. Like, it's the same color. And you've got the clasp. Radagon's always been depicted as shirtless, which I guess wouldn't necessarily make a difference, but to me, that's not Radagon. Or there would have to be a portrait of America here to balance it out. And instead we have the Erd Tree and I don't know what this is. I see someone of indeterminate gender with long blonde hair, and I'm like, oh, it must be Mikola. But I don't think that's right. I never noticed these before. Or maybe I'd simply forgotten about them. Because Radagon doesn't have, like, clothes. Like, we don't have, like, Marika's outfit from that fight. That's equipable. Like, I don't think that counts as, like, the equipment of champions. It could be, but I don't think so. I could be wrong and full of shit, but... Okay, we just like straight up can't talk to him. That's fine. Gideon is not in here? No idea where Gideon is. And can we purchase the bell? We cannot. So I'll pop over to the church just to hear Rennie's voice. Weird that Gideon isn't in his little fucking library prison, because I didn't see him loitering about. No, he's just kidding. He's hunched over in the corner like a fucking creep.
Oh, this I can't remember very well. It is.
Yeah. Mere visitor, whatever. We're just speeding through all of this so I can say that it's done and make all of my quests current. We have rested. It is nighttime, which is the perfect time to go to the Church of LA anyway. And that's gonna, if I could remember, it's way down south. Bonk, 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 bonk. Tried to drink tea out of the empty mug, kind of embarrassing. Ranni is not here. I wonder if that's because she's she's asleep. I bet it's because she's asleep. We can try the Intergrace teleportation method we did last time, but I think she may not show up, which means I need to figure out how to get that for the DLC. Yep. Okay. So that's the spirit calling bell, yeah? And is that considered a key item? Like, where would that be in my inventory? Wraith calling bell, okay. Yeah, I don't have it. So Heaven's Door, where do I get the bell if Ranni doesn't spawn? Because she's already asleep, so I think we've missed that condition entirely. I was just there and I didn't see it for sale. You did? I didn't see it at all. Well, back to the hold again. So I can't buy it from here. Joe, do you, well, I had the Wraith calling bell. It won't let me buy it, but I don't, if I don't see it, I'm worried that maybe, I'm always afraid of glitch things. Because I don't see anything that looks like a bell in here. We got plenty of wets. Oh-ha! Okay. JK, I'm wrong. You're never gonna hear me admit that again. All right, I want to do Caelid stuff. That was boring. I'm going to the Celia Understair. We're going straight to Radon, and then we will do Vare, and that'll set us up for Moog. And all we have to do is go way, way down south. And we will end up passing by Gowrie, I will need to fiddle with Millicent's questline, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Because I don't believe it matters whether or not you start that before or after defeating Radon. I swear this is new. I swear it. I think they might have patched that in at some point after I had already played, because I never remember seeing Gowry specifically bidding the player to pay him a visit. And then this will be Church of Dragon Communion up here. Is that a Knights Cavalry? Sure seems like it. And to get to Redmane Castle, we go down! There it is! If only I had looked. Yo, hyperspeed! Let's go! Bop, 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 bop. Wow, my PC just freaked out. I don't think I can double jump while I'm... No, I can't double jump while hyperspeeding. That's really funny. I wonder if it's because I don't tap the input fast enough. And there shouldn't be anything to hurt us here because it should be the Radon Festival. That's how that works, right? No one is shooting at me, so I'm gonna assume. I just walk in the front door. I cannot walk in the front door. Okay, so we still have to go around. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's fine. The ta-da-da-da of my feet on the cliffside. Let's try that again. I distinctly remember there being a lion insignia in the background of the Godric fight at Stormville Castle, and I didn't pay a close enough attention to the design, but I wonder if it's similar to Radon's. Because I think that would be really funny, since Godric's whole thing is that he's like a big fakey fake faker pretender. Okay, that's where we died. So where's my stuff? Is it further up here? I think maybe I have to go down to get it. Is it a lion holding a sword? That's really sick, actually. Where the fuck is my, does anyone see my stuff? Because I don't see it anywhere. Like, it's on the map, but, you think it was higher? I'm just gonna go this way and see, because I swear. Okay, well, it's definitely not down. Because the highest I can go is like up towards the door, but that's not where we fell. Very, very strange. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say that one's not on me. Because we definitely didn't die by the door. And we will know if the Radon Festival is active, if we get in through the back way. Oh no! Oh my god, I forgot there was like a little jump there. Okay. Really? Does not open from this side. Okay, so we'll take we'll take the ladder. And I've not forgotten that we still need to do Renala. It took much longer than for Melina to spawn than I expected. But I'm grateful to be able to fight Radahn in melee because I fought him ranged before. Okay. We made it. I'm gonna get us to that central grace point. And that'll be where we take our next break. I feel like I've asked this all stream, but volume good, right? How do I get to the main zone? I think we go through here. Volume. Okay. I'm just making sure. Oh, this will be the first time we meet Alexander as well. Okay, this is the perfect time for a break. I'm gonna get a snack. When we come back, we will fight Radahn. And that, depending on how long that takes, that might be the last objective we tackle. Because that means that we will have set ourselves up for a really easy Renala Vare Mohg combo. I'll think about fighting Renala today. But let's see how long Radahn takes us. Because Renala wouldn't take very long. The biggest issue as far as time goes for Renala would just be navigating Raya Lucaria. But if we're just blitzing it, I don't think it'll be a big problem. Okay, I will be right back. We're back. Thank you for your patience. I did not get tea, but I did get water, which is arguably like more important. Especially considering how hot it is. All right. Radahn, what do I want for you? I think we're actually in a good place. We've got a bunch of weapons for stacking strikes. Let's put on some clothes. And we will go through. What was I running last time? Carrion, I believe. And you know what? Let's do... Let's pull Hoslow. Medium rolls. I'm really excited for this. Blythe is here.
Ah, there you are. Took your sweet time.
I came as fast as I
plays are all
could.
made up.
Faster, actually, because of all the hyperspeed redemptions.
Let's give them a show to remember, eh? Just don't you go dying on me.
I love this performer.
For Rani's sake, too.
I love his weapon, too. I hate that we can only get it if he dies. He's such a good dog. Ooh, Necrophislus, I tend to enjoy.
Welcome. The stars have aligned.
Hang on.
The festival is nigh. General Radahn, mightiest demigod of the Shattering, awaits you.
I think there's something really special.
Prepare for battle. Defeat the general, claim glory, and grab that great rune.
About experiencing the festival with the rest of the participants. it is a very unique fight, and I've never experienced another one like it. Bringing other people in, it feels, it's really special, and I like it a lot. Why is she glowing? So obviously, we all know this bitch is a puppet. We find her in Celuis's weird, creepy puppet basement dungeon. But I've never noticed. Oh, it's because she's holding like a faith talisman for casting incantations. That's sick, actually. So then why do her eyes glow? Maybe they're just yellow. Maybe she just has yellow eyes.
Ah, I am the warrior Jar.
Again, talking to everyone so that when I go back and do quests off stream, nothing will be broken for me.
Well, it is none other than General Radar Thick.
No, when it's a grace glow, it's a little bit more vibrant.
A demigod in the flesh.
Doesn't he crack you open and don't your guts come spilling out?
Truth, I quiver at the thought. Such is his frightful repute. But the fear simply
And
assures
the
me
cutscene
ordeal
leading
is
into
worth
this fight
undertaking.
is one of my
Be sure to get a good
favorites.
vantage, my friend. I, Iron Fist Alexander, do hereby vow to unflinchingly brave this ordeal.
Alexander and Sigurd have a little bit of the same vibe. Very likable. Very likable.
Are you good and prepared, young chum?
Yeah.
The festival begins.
Yeah, I think I'm ready. Ready as we'll ever be.
Before we begin, allow me to paint you the full picture.
I love this cutscene.
General Radahn is cursed ever to wander. Eaten from the inside by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone.
His wits are long gone, but he hasn't eaten his horse. And he's still holding the stars back, so...
Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog.
I desperately want information on what Radahn was like in his prime.
Howling at the sky.
Hi, Garden. Welcome in.
We must make merry.
Is it a merry occasion, though, Jaren?
Gathering of champions. The revels begin. The celebration of war. The Radahn Festival.
I never noticed him doing an attack there to initiate like the start of the festival.
You will find the field of battle past the church ahead. Upon the shore, and General Radahn is divested of his wits, devouring corpse and howling at the sky.
Howling at the sky. Truly, he is a dog. He's like a dog now. There's something so cool to me about the fact that it's just like a bunch of strong guys, and it's organized by like one of Radahn's friends, and it's just like, we gotta kill him. He has more honor than this. We gotta do something. Fortnite? If I were playing online, I bet we would see a bunch of messages to that regard, actually. I mean, there's a reason everyone is like, Radahn is the mightiest demigod, because Melania turned all of Caelid into a nuclear wasteland, and he's still not dead. He's still walking around. He's not himself anymore, but she didn't kill him. And she died. That's the you know, she was so fucked up after what happened in the swamp. We all know Cleanrot Knight Finlay carried her back to the Halig Tree. And in the room adjacent to the Grace Point, immediately preceding her boss fight, there's another Aeonian Bloom. And we only see that in her fight after she's dead. She leaves one behind. So, and I feel like, if I remember correctly, it's like Gowry makes a comment about how like the next time she blooms, it'll be something like that. So like it happened before and it's brought her back. It's good. I need to get back up to speed on my lore for this, so I can really prepare myself for the DLC. I did see the official Elden Ring Twitter put out something like, test your knowledge with these 20 questions about Elden Ring. And like the prize is you get like a coupon for the store or something. But I really want to take it because I want to, maybe we should do that on stream. I don't think it would count as cheating. It wouldn't necessarily be collaborative, but it would probably end up becoming collaborative no matter what. Nice, someone has unequipped all of my weapons. Cool, cool, cool. Can I sort this in reverse? That is a shame. So I just always have to go to the bottom of the list. We're gonna do Colt in, no. Pole blade in the main hand. Pole blade isn't even at 10? I didn't max it? You're joking. Well. 10 things you didn't know about Bloodborne. Here it's like, I knew all of these things about Bloodborne, actually. Okay. The ranged portion of this fight always stresses me out. Oh, and I don't think we've met Patches, so I don't think we can bring him in. Or maybe that's not how that works. Blythe should be around here somewhere. Okay, there's Blythe. Well, I almost felt that one. That was good. Maybe we don't need to bring Patches in. I could have sworn we had the ability, though. I'm missing. I dodged too soon. I've always found his attack patterns to be very difficult to read. Nice! I didn't realize it had that kind of range. Like, of all the bosses to do in this game hitless, I feel like Radahn and Malenia are probably the most difficult. But Malenia also feels formulaic in a way that Radahn doesn't. Fighting him feels like weathering a hurricane, and I really like that aspect of the design. Like, because there's no side of him that's safe. He should be prepping for phase 2 pretty soon. Alexander's the best boy. No? You've got balls on the field, but there he is. I was like, you've got to be going into phase 2 for this. And for phase 2, we can bring in Jaren and the Nun, I believe. Where is he? Woo! I dodged that by sheer luck. See, he just moves so much, and he's so large. And you would think that that would make it easier, but I almost feel like Malenia has a better, like, read. Especially since, like, something like Waterfowl looks really scary. I did not make the crit in time! Ugh! But the dodge pattern is actually very, very simple. It's like out, out, in, out, and then at the third one, I think you unlock. I don't even know what killed me on that last one. Like, I have no idea where that damage came from. I don't know whether I ate a meteor or what. That is a death. We'll get him on the next one. It was 2 hit. Rough. Well, Rajan, suffice to say, I'm not really that worried about you. There is no relationship between Jaren and the puppet. They just show up in phase 2, but I don't believe there's any... There certainly isn't any in-game connection between them that I can think of. I was gonna say that I forget that those curve actually. And I'm gonna get my stuff before we actually engage the fight earnestly. Who are you? Oh, I've never seen Theralina come in phase 1. Maybe it's just Jaren that's locked to phase 2? Because I know his spot is like up on the hill somewhere. I can't find Patches though. Heaven's Door, what is the... Do you have to have met Patches before you're able to summon him? Because I don't see that boy here at all. Oh, I'm missing. Yeah, I don't know how to dodge him. We've got plenty of damage, so we won't really need to learn, which is kind of unfortunate. Because I would love to be able to, but he is just it's such a relentless onslaught. And then he'll be popping down pretty soon. Easy. Thanks for the heal, Theralina. That was sick. Now, I'm just waiting for this shit to come get me. Are they not honing projectiles? Apparently not. But they can't just be there for decoration either, right? Alright, we got him. We got him! Star Scourge Radon. Thanks for the space fight. Now, I hope I'm not going to be invisible for the cutscene. But it counts as the first try. I think I might be invisible for the cutscene. I'm not invisible for the cutscene! I always wished that after we had done this fight, you could see the stars move. Like, if you were to look at the sky in-game. I always thought that was interesting. Maybe they do that, but I haven't noticed. And then we'll talk to Blythe. And you know what? I think we might have time for Renala. And then tomorrow we'll do Vare and Moog. And then we're done. Then we're ready. And we are conveniently located quite near the Grace Point. I still can't level up, but we'll rest anyway. Here's my buddy.
Ah, good. I was waiting for you. Oh, what a sick way to fight, eh?
He's so
The glory of
excited.
the clash is shared by Radahn and you. And did you see that afterwards? A falling star right before
He's
our eyes.
so
I can't
excited.
fathom
He's
how
such a
Radahn was
good
holding back
dog.
something of that scale. He was a living legend if ever I
Yeah,
saw
and he
one.
was doing all that with
The
no
path has now
wits
been
about
cleared.
him because his brain was full of mold.
Irani's fate will be decided. Let's meet where the falling star bit the earth. We'll take up our swords once more for Mistress Rani. Let's meet where the food will go
That's
into battle. My
the
only purpose curtains
end
right.
of his dialogue his dialogue chain. He said curtain, I said curtain. It's rough out here. We'll talk to Alexander.
I, on the other hand,
Oh, you're fine. He was so rough. He was so rude.
and for my inside
You cracked and your insides came spilling out, but like don't be embarrassed. It happens to anyone.
like a coward, and as such,
I really like this NPC. They're all really likable.
but as luck would have it, there's a veritable. If I can.
Yeah, just squeeze all those corpses back in you and you will be
bodies
totally
found
fine.
here are who could expect any less from the very warriors who fought in the Shattering, the greatest of all wars? Just you wait and see, friend.
I'm
I'll
assuming
grow
that
even
is
stronger.
meant to be a depiction of
Just
the
you
Erd
wait
tree
when
on the
next
wax
we meet.
seal that keeps all the blood and stuff inside his body. Interesting. And I think the closest we've gotten to Rylukari are going to be the Fallen Ruins. I think we can head right in. I don't anticipate it to be a particularly challenging fight. I think it'll maybe take 20 minutes, so we may as well do it now. Assuming I can remember how to get in. Oh, hyperspeed! Wait a minute. That's right. I do need a key. And to get a key, I've got to steal it from a dragon. Any dragons around here? Any Doragons? Can't look at the map because I'm in combat. I really dislike that limitation. Like, let me look at the map and walk at the same time. Like, if I need to evade enemies, then so be it. Doragon might be over here. What is this? Why is this here? Marker. I guess I put that there? Yeah. Okay. We must be close to the dragon because I remember there being a grace point. Prior to the dragon in the background, dragon acquired. We found the dragon. And I don't really think I need to fight the dragon. We could. Or I could just ride up and steal it. Temporarily boosts. Rune acquisition? And let's see how strong this Doragon really is. No, I would feel bad fighting the dragon. I don't wanna. We'll leave the dragon alone. Yeah, I do always feel bad fighting the dragons. Every game makes me feel bad. FromSoft has a terrible history of treating their dragons very poorly. You know what? I ate the foot. I was prepared for rune acquisition to increase, but you know what? We won't do it. Just chilling. Like a little yogurt cup, just taking a peek. Yeah. And then to get back in, I think we go. We'll just take this teleport. I don't know if it'll be a lot quicker, but. And then I think we need to go through Gate Town. Yeah! Hyperspeed! Okay, here's Gate Town. And there should be... There's definitely an element of the Dialos quest line that hangs out here. I'm in combat, so I can't check our location. Fucking hell! I don't like Liurnia as an area. I think it's too sprawling. I think it has too few landmarks. Limgrave, fine. Caelid, okay. But navigating Liurnia feels like such a chore. Well, we're just gonna leave that alone. Yeah, it'll eventually stop chasing us, or we'll leave its aggro zone. So the hyperspeed is specifically the result of the mod that we're playing with, which is called crowd control. And I know there's a grace point up here somewhere. Yeah. Or maybe I don't need a grace point. Oh, there's definitely still a grace point. Okay, cool. And we are golden. So, if I remember Raya Lucaria correctly, we have to go through the graveyard, then inside, and up the stairs where we will fight the wolf. And then we go through a large open corridor until we eventually get to Renala herself. Ah, and there's a ball trap. Yeah, there's an Indiana Jones ball trap waiting for us as well. So we have that to look forward to. But as a zone, I think it's pretty small, and we're certainly strong enough for it. Wow, you're casting awfully quickly. Who gave you such a nice dex score? No. I think... Yep, we can pop this, and we might be able to rest. Nope, creatures are here. I did not mean to drink. I was trying to... I keep thinking my Hollow Knight controls are gonna allow me to attack with the same buttons, and that is not correct, and it's really throwing me off. No worries, Entrots. I'll see you soon. And as far as like the skeletons go, I don't really want to bother with the skeletons. So I think we're just gonna make a break for it, because I don't believe there's anything super strong or cumbersome here until later. I could be wrong. We could be... Oh. Okay, well they didn't do a whole lot of damage, so... We'll just keep right on dodging. At some point, we should probably talk to Thops, actually. Oh, he wants a key. So, if we want to... But now I don't need to do his quest line, because I've done it before. This feels really risky. But I always like helping out the NPCs when I can. Whoop. Oh yeah, this is gonna go really quickly. We're already like 30% of the way done with Raya Lucaria. Fantastic. I love the way these mods just like absolutely warp me. And once we have defeated Renala, we will have unlocked the ability to respec, which we will need for the DLC and for any of the silly things that we want to do. You got me! Well done! Outside of this zone. I do think I want to go into the DLC without using Arcane. It was nice to experiment with. I don't like Moog. I don't want to rep Moog's combat style out in the world. Oh. Okay, so there's many dogs now. Hey, say, I don't suppose anyone wants to like bring Titch in here or something, because that would be really nice. Anyone wanna help me instead of trying to give me a bad time? Anyone? All right, invincible. That's good. Of course, it doesn't stop me from staggering, and these dogs constantly move. One dog down. This is the stronger dog. Thank you for your assistance. That was a good bleed pop. That was a good dodge. I am actually astonished we were able to pull that off. Thank you so much, everyone who rallied together to help me to defeat that extra dog. Woo! Okay. I was positive that we were gonna die. You mean woof? Ah!
I'll handle the rubies.
Thanks for the cheer. Morgan, I appreciate it. I'm learning that a lot of you are sadists, and I can't say that that reflects very positively. Okay, so I think we take the jump over here. There's some rooftop stuff, but I don't think I need to worry about it. It certainly wouldn't get me anything I don't already have. So I think this is the right way. Excellent dodge timing. Super. Oh, I hate fighting this guy. Oh, I really like him. Heaven's Door, do I have to defeat this enemy in order to progress to Renala? No, no. Necrophysicus says, I can just run past him. I really like him. No, I don't want to fight him. I just want to run past him. I am capable of beating him. I do not want to beat him. Okay, that was weird. So we'll trick him into coming all the way back here. And then we'll get on the platform. Wait, is he gone? He must have gotten off the platform. He despawned. Ah. Da 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 da. And I think this gives me iframes. Yeah. Nice. Now there was probably a shortcut we could have unlocked. Yeah, but he can't come in, so we're fine. Listen, he's like the last dedicated Carrion Knight. From a narrative perspective, I don't wish to kill him. Did that thing just try to bite my ankle? I swear it went like... We have a hype train. Thank you. I just noticed that was active.
Hush,
little Calva. I'll soon birth thee anew, a sweeting, fresh and pure.
She's so pretty. She's so pretty. I feel bad during this fight too, because we end up killing all her little friends. Okay, so we do the ones that glow first. And then she will fall. And I think we'll probably have to do this twice. Just kidding! I'm fucking cracked! We do crazy damage! Now Ranny gets to show up. What are you, what are you cooking though, John? You're like actually making food, or do you have hot game takes incoming?
My beloved, have no fear. I will hold thee. Patience.
Literally so obsessed with this egg.
Forever and ever. Upon my name as Rani the Witch. Mother's rich slumber shall not be disturbed by thee.
I love this voice.
Foul trespasser. Send word far and wide.
I like us in the background just like stanced up, retreating.
Of the last queen of Caria, Renala of the full moon.
And now we get to fight her in her prime before Radagon broke her heart.
And the majesty of the night she conjureth.
And then made her a shell of the former woman she was. Let's go. Thanks for making me slow. Gratefully, we are very strong. I cannot believe that missed. I cannot believe I managed to dodge some of that either. You've got to be kidding. All right, here we go. All right.
My dear daughter, weave thy night into being.
Legend fell. Wide model, fuck, it was really bad. Well, and it's like the wide model and the slower speed, so it was impossible for me to like estimate where I was going to be and the proximity I was going to have.
Whence ye hide. There are books and light aplenty, dither not. Come out, say I, or will ye be gravestones, to be better born anew?
I have never really understood what she's talking about. And like, because obviously the implication is that like, she's been using the egg to rebirth her students, but it's improper and imperfect, which is making them like kind of fucked up.
Thou, is it thy wish to become a sweeting, reborn of my beloved egg?
So fucking funny, man. Like, can you imagine you get the best dick of your life from a god, and then he gives you an egg and he pieces, and you're just like never the same.
Be not alarmed. I would.
So we're gonna pop this grace point. I still don't have enough for a level. Woo! A cool 90k, and then we'll be there. But here's what I'm
Done.
thinking. I can show you all what I'm thinking.
Now.
So if I put Dex at 43, and then equip a talisman to get it to 48, and if I do Strength at 35, so a talisman can get it to 40. It needs to be at 70 for us to be able to cast all of the spells in the game. Or it needs to be at 60 if we want to ignore full moon sorceries altogether. Faith caps at 50 for Elden Stars, but I don't really know if I'm super keen on using incantations in this playthrough. And the arcane requirement for Mogwin's Sacred Spear is 27. You take it higher if you want there to be extra bleed potency, but otherwise, if we were to do something like this, we would be able to use literally every weapon and skill in the game. But that's not a lot of mind, and it's half of our endurance, which I'm already running out of, which I may not run out of if I'm going to be doing intelligence, because then I'm not focused on stabbing things, but it is still something to keep in mind. So I will probably, oh, wait a minute. We can get an extra 5 here, because we've got talismans that increase our faith stat by 5, which means if I want, we could take this to 65 and then put on something for int. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Does that give me anything? But it doesn't give me anything extra. Yes, I have done all of the yellow quests in Final Fantasy XIV. I like them. They enrich my attachment to the world in ways that I find meaningful. Yeah, I like them. I think they're fun. So we would, of course, be losing 500 health and a not insignificant number of FP. But if we were to run this spread, we would be able to use every weapon and spell in the game. And there are ways that we might be able to game it a little bit further. Like if we were to put on one of the masks, we might be able to take int to 60 and then give ourselves a little bit more mind. Or I know there's a couple of outfits that increase faith, so we might be able to get like 3 more faith and then have like a little bit more endurance. So I'm gonna look at this off stream. But if we want to roll in with an int build, I think this is probably gonna be the most promising. Because then if we choose to swap off, we can. It's not necessarily gonna be the most, like the smartest thing to do from a scaling perspective. Because I think the caps for like strength and dex are 60. From like the most, I think it's, is it 40, 60? I think. But that's an option. So, gonna love when you're replicant. If I ever get to it. But this will be where we call it for today. We did get more done than I expected. So tomorrow we will do Vare and set ourselves up for Moog. And then I am ready for the DLC, which I'm really excited about. Let me see if anyone is online that like jumps out at me. Not that I see. Let me look. No, not that I see. So this might be where we call it. And then I will see you all tomorrow for us to continue our adventure. Okay. I will see you on Discord and hopefully tomorrow. And then I will see you on Thursday for Shadows of the Erd Tree. Okay. All right. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye.